Hello, hello. Okay, now my YouTube stream is working. Okay. Hi guys. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? Yeah, we're up a little early. Normal time. It's Thanksgiving today, so first and foremost, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I am only going to be streaming this first game because yes, YouTube stream is up. Kick stream is up. Hold on, let me see who's over there. Thundress, what's up, bro? Okay, I got everybody everywhere. All right, we got the Kick chat, YouTube chat. Okay, hi guys. I got everybody up. The whole family's here. All right, now let's get into the game here. We won't be streaming, or we will be streaming right now. I probably won't stream tomorrow because tomorrow's a day off the major. But Saturday I'll stream. We'll have pick'ems out tonight for stage 2. Everything is looking up right now. We're looking good. Mic audio good? Yes, sir. We got it all ready to go. Okay, you guys ready? Here you go. Let me just actually, on yesterday's stream I leaked something because someone messaged me. Uh-oh. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Always scares me. Okay, we're good. All right. That's how I'm feeling right now. I just woke up. I don't have a lot of my voice sounds probably a little weird right now. Good afternoon, Burns. Good to see you. YouTube lagging. Is that true? Can somebody go to YouTube and confirm from Twitch? Can somebody tell me if we're lagging over there? Are we lagging on Twitch? Because if we're lagging one place, we're probably lagging another. All right. It's fixed? Okay. Yeah, we got a little laggy there because we were tabbing in and out, Everything is like kind of weird. But yeah. Let's go. Looking good on Twitch. Thank you, big dog. Appreciate that. All right. You know what comes next? White Monster. Not a sponsor of the stream, but fuck it. At this point, might as well be. What's up, Cold? All right, guys. Today is the day. Can we get some predictions up, Thundress? Little lag on Twitch. Really? I'm not getting any frame drops. Nothing is dropping frames on my end. Interesting. I think it's gonna be 3 maps. All right, let's figure this out. Who's winning? Is FaZe going home today, or is it gonna be Fluxo? I think FaZe have survived the test. They've proved that they're not here to get walked on. I mean, it already is a little bit late, but you know, is there hope for FaZe? I think right now, as in, are they gonna win today? Yeah, I think there's hope. Now, getting past stage 2, I don't know about that. I mean, they should, like on paper, even this bad FaZe roster that's underperforming, I feel like this is still a top 16 major team, so they should still make stage 3, but the question is, will they? Yeah, and Fluxo, they have it to play for, right? I called the Fluxo 2-0 to 2-3 when they were losing the first map that they were playing. Dude, Jacob's like shooting everybody with this Nova. What's going on here? But yeah, Fluxo 2-0 to 2-3, it's something you just hate to see. Let me crack open this monster, get a sip. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready. YouTube is lagging, Austin. Okay, that's 2 people that have said that now. Let me see. I got an ad. Yeah, I'm checking. It looks fine to me. I have it up on my other monitor. It looks fine to me. Pistol round has begun. It is going to be phased with that double set of utility. It's actually the same exact pistol that they ran yesterday if you were keeping up. Guys, I have it on my left monitor. YouTube stream looks like it's doing fine. You know, I don't have any issues with it. Jiggling towards top mid. Kerrigan's just searching. So this is the same version of the pistol. We even have them walking halls. Jacob made an accidental step, though, and that will probably be heard by Lukowski. Okay, let me close my stream on the other monitor so I'm not actually lagging. On here, we can get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay, my Twitch chat's not open right now, but I'll fix it. One sec. Walking up mid here. We're just going to send Frozen to search. He makes a little noise. They're peeking down towards mid. That should be revealing the whole plan for FaZe. Twist does get one back, but now the B site is under fire. Art, sitting in the back of the site, doesn't have any armor. He'd have to put on an absolute masterclass of a hold. I say that, but what's happening here? Bomb's coming back, been dropped. Twist gets the kill, but Kai is still in pit. They're coming A. They probably think that it's clear. They have no idea that this is happening. Oh, I say that, but then Twist gets it. He spots him. Kerrigan has a molly as well. This is actually perfect. Best case scenario. Twist exterminates Kai out of the pit. And now, Descenti trying to claw it back. But I mean, realistically speaking, I don't think there's much for him to do. And Art left all alone in a 1-on-3. Now, let me try to get my Twitch chat back up so we could be good to go. All right. Should be good. All right. I got the whole family here. Everybody's here. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Art 1v3 in the pistol. What's he going to do? Nothing. He can't do anything. He can maybe get some exits. He doesn't have armor to save, so saving here is actually pointless. There is no benefit to saving unless you get the kill. Plus 300, but now FaZe get bomb explosion money, so yeah, he doesn't even get the armor to compensate, and that P250 got blown away, so that save is actually not very good. It's all good. Art in a 1v3. What's he gonna do? Start painting? I forgot about that clip. It's still early in the morning, otherwise I would have hit you with it. I knew that was I just showed that clip to Logan the other day. I think it's so funny. Audio good, by the way? Is the in-game audio good? It's not too low. You guys can hear everything. Sorry, let me just double check. I have to tweet that I'm live. I'm behind, guys. I'm actually so behind. I feel bad, but this is something I have to do. Major. Okay. I know that they're fighting Banana. I gotta do my due diligence. Okay, here we go. We did see a full Banana control. Looks like they're actually getting ready to maybe go for a boost or something. They have doubled up here. Art has a smoke. Banana control maybe trying to re-swing late. Here they come. Frozen. 3 people peeking him. Not really anything he can do about that. Art does find 1, and now that's actually more than that because they saw 3 people over here. And even though they are all low, it is going to funnel FaZe towards A. But that's actually part of the plan for Fluxo, I think, because now they're rotating back 5. And Art, we know he's as aggressive as ever, gets this info. He can actually just maybe hear them running up mid. I'm not 100% sure. Kerrigan leading the way as expected. We have the Argent Library smoke thrown out. Coming up an accidental step. At any time here, they might come through these smokes. It's all looking like a big trap for FaZe. Descenti's walking through. Does find the timing. Lukowski with the trade, and all of a sudden it's Zevi on site. He has to get this kill. He has to get a kill here. He can't do it. 2v2. Brokey and Jacob. Jacob walking back towards lane. He wants to try to find an early pick in this clutch. And Art, is he going to expect this? Of course not. Lukowski left 1v2. Definitely going to save this one. 350 bad in Mumbai. What does that mean? Yeah. So far, so good for FaZe. They passed the test, and even though they do only have 2 alive in this round, they're not going to be unhappy because Fluxo's money is that was a force buy. Okay. What's up, Perman? Hope everybody's having a good day. Wait, is that prediction still open? Can we close that? Even I know nobody voted in it. I should have went live earlier. I set my alarm, but I think I woke up a little bit late for it. So that's my bad. Here we go. Another round. We do actually have an M4 purchase stub for Descenti. I think he got dropped it by Art. They're going to go for this CT. Never mind. They're going to go for this CT boost late. Now, was that smoke enough? That's a good smoke. Kerrigan trying to smell it or sniff it out, figure it out. There's nobody there. This boost is actually decent. It could do a good job at catching somebody off guard. Well, you're good, Thundress. Don't worry. It's a good boost. If somebody comes around the corner, might not be expecting this. Flame's not gonna touch them on that boost. Here comes Frozen. Presumably gonna give it a jiggle. Let's see if he gets... Oh, the flash is good. It's perfect, actually. FaZe gets info on 2 of them. Might be trying to feel out A now. At the arch smoke, followed up by the nade in towards that second cubby. Jacob finds Kai, but the Galil is stuck in boiler. Kerrigan does check it. Just Zevi again alone. He does have Art here, but Art only has a flash. Not really much he could do. If Jacob gives over this Galil, this could get out of hand pretty quickly. Now he has pretty good position with a good gun. Frozen's on the other side of the map, but... the only way that this goes bad is if Zevi somehow gets 2 kills. That's the only way FaZe loses this round. Otherwise, I mean, saving this Galil is awesome. It's not like the worst thing. It will be okay. CT side Galil, not ideal, but on Inferno you're spamming a lot. You know, it's okay. It's doable. Right out of bed into Counter-Strike. I mean, I'm not unhappy. I'm not complaining. You know, I love my life for being able to do CS full time, but if I don't get my wake up period, you know, it's I don't get to like, get into the day, and I feel like I'm speaking stupid. I'm not saying things that make a ton of sense. I still got morning voice. But we're doing fine. Here we go. Another important round for FaZe. They can extend this lead, you know, stretch their legs a little bit. T-side Inferno. This is their pick, I believe. And I can't confirm that because we're not watching on the official broadcast right now. But if I look at HL TV, I would assume this is their pick. Don't look at HL TV, though. You might get a spoiler. We are 3 minutes behind on the Go TV. So... I'm just going to assume it is because they're on T-side. Banana control coming in for FaZe. In the meantime, Descenti is actually coming to boost up Art, and Frozen was not expecting that. So even though Descenti ate that HE, it is actually going to be okay. Second HE actually does quite a bit of damage. Descenti's still alive, though, and that's the most important part. But Art, you would think he steps out, but he sticks around for more. And he is going to actually get the better of Kerrigan while doing that. Now we have Jacob trying to maybe claw something back towards the A site, but Lukowski's not going to give him an inch to work with. Not a single thing. No chance. Jacob going to maybe go regroup, especially that smoke will make him fall back. Art is so aggressive. I don't know if I would expect that. You know, sticking around towards top car after all that utility exchange and you already have a 5v4. I mean, we talk about it so much, but basically, if there's an aggressive option, Art is most of the time going to take it. Even in these man advantage situations, like nothing is for certain. Like even here, he could be fighting. Silence now. Just gonna try to see if there's any rats hiding towards top car, but there won't be. They'll give this a go. They have enough money to buy next round. It's not the worst save, but they'll give it a go. Art tries to block the smoke. Not successful at it. 3 people here to spam this smoke and break it. Now they're coming in. Art, go give it a spam. Jacob still clinging on to his life here, and the bomb should go down. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Actually, Twist does get one on that spam back, so it is a little bit interesting, but Kai has utility. Twist is trying to be proactive, but that will be his biggest mistake, as he does get punished doing that. Jacob is just sitting here. They're double dark, him and Brokey. The utility is too strong. One well-placed Molotov, and it's all over. Kai gonna throw us Molly. It's actually gonna go towards the... Oh, they double naded new box and mollied it. They have done a pretty good job at feeling out where FaZe are, but the problem is the time is running out, and if they don't check backside, Brokey could be poised for a 1v. He doesn't even have the bullets for it, but he does find one more. Is there gonna be time? I do believe that this is going to be a defuse for Fluxo. They got a little close, but you know what? It's yeah. A good retake. They kept their nerve. If Brokey had more bullets there, I dare say he would have won that. It's a real shame that he didn't have time to reload. Much love, Penance, sorry. Much love, bro. If Paravision beats, I have 5 picks. Well, who are they playing again? Legacy? Didn't know you were casting the games as well. Hope you have unlimited energy till playoffs. Well, I'm hoping that eventually they decide to change what they're doing and they let me stream on Twitch, but that's not going to happen, so we're going to give it our best. And actually, for Stage 3 and for playoffs, I'm just going to watch on Kick. I do have permission to watch the official stream on Kick, so yeah. It'll be too exciting, and I don't want to deal with spoilers during the major, like the actual exciting part of the major, so I just... Here, like, whatever. But at that stage, there's no point. I'm actually casting, I'm observing. I will say that day 4 of the, well, this is day 3 actually, of observing. It's not going too bad. We have a set piece coming in for a phase. And when I say set piece, I just mean an exec, something that they've practiced. Here they come, but there is 4 people for Fluxo over here, so it's not going to be an easy take. Utility going to swap hands here. Here comes a flash. Getting ready to exec. We'll watch this from Kerrigan's POV. He's going to be leading the way. Zevi misses that shot and pit now, and so it's actually going to be a pretty uncomfortable situation. Molly at the feet. Jacob does find one, and before Zevi gets traded, Descenti gets one killed, and Lukowski steps out to try to help him. A much-needed trade from Brokey. Oh my god. Secures the 1v1 now in Art. Where on earth is he? That's what Brokey's going to be thinking now. He's going to get into the backside position. In my opinion, strongest spot to be in a 1v1. He can go back and forth between watching Art, watching Moto. He has a pretty big advantage, and Art is walking in. Doesn't expect it, and that's going to be a clutch for Brokey for FaZe to get their 4th. Well, that was a good round. Guys, Brokey did Brokey. He did get the clutch. Needed that. We do have the reinvestment here. Op purchased up for Zevi. Fast banana control, though, is the main focus of the round. Art eats a nade. A second one doesn't actually end up hurting him that bad. FaZe is putting good presence in banana every round. Art doesn't feel comfortable to just go and fight. I mean, he's just going to take a lot of aggressive options. So jumping MP9 has been nerfed, but he's still giving it a go. Zevi with his op arch, I don't think they'll expect it, but they did give it a jiggle. FaZe is just coming in for another arch trap potentially, but that op might make them reconsider. They might not have been planning for an op in the round, and looks like retaking towards banana here, but it is just a ruse. I think the end round here is going to be a Halls pop. But they do want to try to pull a rotation back if they can. No, Kerrigan and Frozen will just be faking. Corner Molly, a little spam. Trying to let Art know that they're here. Does he call for backup? He does. So, that has, they've done their job. They pulled back the rotate. They've actually pulled back the op as well. This is going way better than they would have expected. I say that, but here comes the op. He's coming back. They don't hear enough yet. Here comes the smokes, though. Let's see if he does the yo-yo. The Inferno Classic. Does he run back? He does not. Secures himself into the A site. Kowsey jumps up on balcony. It's going to be a tough round for FaZe. It is going to be a tough round. 20 seconds. This is actually starting to become a little bit of a problem. Jacob jumping out in towards his death. Zevi in the back of the site with the op. He just has a little skeet shooting to do. He finds 2 already. Make that 3. And it's just Frozen left in lane. And I think Zevi's coming for one more. He doesn't actually get him, but Frozen able to hold on to his AK for the next round. Now, saving here, it's definitely not what they wanted. But, you know, with this hero AK going into next round, there's some options. They could even decide to reinvest. I don't think they will. Maybe they will. I mean, they definitely should buy. You know, Kerrigan has 1,400. Yeah, immediately snap buy. What do you do with the hero AK on T side of Inferno? Go for the half wall boost right away? Yeah, this is the first match of the day. It's the only match that I'll be covering. Today is Thanksgiving here in America. Bright and early. I have family things to do today, so I do have time to watch this game, luckily, but after this, I gotta go. We should be able to watch all 3 maps, even if they go to overtime, very comfortably. Here comes Art going for that early spam. I love that play. Gets in front of half wall, of course he does. But remember, that's where the AK from Frozen is. We have a duel. We have a duel coming up. when this smoke goes away. Is Art going to stick around? No. He thinks better of it this time. And Frozen reveals that that's where the AK is. Happy Thanksgiving, April. Now, they don't have a lot of utility to end. 3 smokes, 2 flashes. Is that official news, Bow? We'll react to it after this map if it is. Art, more spamming. He's still sticking around. They hear him towards halfway. He gets in the smoke with them. He's got a spray down, but it's Descenti that does end up with the kills. Not a great round for FaZe so far, and it's just Kerrigan and Jacob. I love this spot for Descenti jumping through. Actually, Kerrigan does get the kill with the tech, but Zevi's already here, leaving Jacob in a 1-on-3. Now, not a lot of people would expect him to win this, including myself, but he does have a little bit of time to smoke towards CT. Let's see if Jacob can work some magic. This would be a great time for it. Flash. Or sorry, nade breaks the smoke. He spots the upper. There's a chance if Zevi does go down, but it doesn't happen, and that's a 3rd for Fluxo. But it's worse than that, because now FaZe has to save. HLTV posted? Okay, we'll cover it after the break. Or during the break. Imagine he gets to 1v3. It would have been a good time for it. Full eco for FaZe. They do have 1 flash on Broccoli. Not really sure what you'd do with this. Maybe just, you know, flash for retake banana. Damn. Broki's playing Fruit Ninja right now. Oh, hold on. Hold on. He's got the whole stand. He got them all. You know what? Add that to the Brokey highlight montage. I'm serious. Add that to the Brokey highlight montage. Your pick'ems cooked me. Buddy, I'm just going to be honest with you, bro. If anyone still has their pick'ems, they said a prayer and let God decide who was going through, because I don't think anyone could have predicted that. Like, somebody saw the future, sold their soul to the devil or something. Like, there's a lot of options. I don't know, man. Here's that flash I was talking about. Just a flash towards bracket. Maybe they could get some space on Zevi. If he misses a shot or two, it could be a problem. Actually, going towards library, Lukowski is in trouble. He could die. He doesn't. And yeah, there you go. Just Broccoli left. Upgrades to the P250. If he gets 1, he'll be happy. Yeah. Nice shot from Brokey. He's actually not playing too bad today. Not playing too bad today. It's Frozen who needs to pick up the slack, but it's still early days. First map, first half of this best of 3. And a pause for FaZe. This is going to give us some time to kind of figure out what's been working. And chat, I open the floor to you. If you were Kerrigan right here talking to Neo, what do you call? What do you call? You know, they've had success kind of in Banana. They haven't put any real pressure in halls. We did have Jacob lurking at the end a few rounds. You know, bracket control, we've done some arch wraps. It's been a pretty healthy balance so far. The only round, like the gun round they lost is when they tried to go up lane. I think they should probably focus more on Banana. Does Brokey have an op? He doesn't. But I do think that taking fast Banana control, maybe leave Jacob out here or something, and that would be good. You know, maybe Twist can try to like monitor mid push, creep up, arch smoke, something like that. And then you don't have to put too much pressure. Molly lane, regroup early, be exec. That's what I'm thinking. Something like that seems like it would be good. Let's see if they are thinking along the same lines as me. That's what I would call, at least in this round. FaZe smoke has been thrown in towards mid, though. And we actually do see fast Banana control. It's exactly what I was thinking. Nade goes on top. Frozen is going to... Actually, the nade misses. Frozen will be thinking of lucky stars, actually, because he didn't have to eat that nade. We do have the fast Banana control taken. They know nobody's sandbags because of that molly. He's still going to check it, though. What do we have here? We have Jacob monitoring the halls push, just like I said. Kerrigan's going to be coming up mid. Now, I don't know if they're just going to rip a B exec. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. Jacob's still holding for this push. He could smoke arch from here. Might not be a bad time to do it. This was that time in the round where Fluxo's going to try to get some information. And do need some info. They do have bracket. That could be enough, but they can't cheat or rotate. CT smoke comes in. They're doing that just so that Art throws his. He's really holding on to it. He's trying to get the most value that he can because Zevi is posted with the op. There goes the smoke. Now, Jacob throws that arch smoke now. See if are they actually going to come back towards A? Ooh. They're actually coming back towards A. Would have loved to see them commit to that B exec here, but I mean, Brokey's... Wait, hold on. How do they only have one smoke and a flash? Jacob also missed his arch smoke. Wait, this is not good. Kai's on top of balcony. I don't think they'd expect that at all. But you also have the high-low setup to Senti. They go 2 for 2. A site is actually free for the taking in all of this. If Lukowski can sneak in, I think he's actually just got people on the other side. He doesn't even make it through the smoke before he loses his life. That's going to have to be a save for Fluxo. One less than need. Oh, he caught him with his pants down, but luckily he pulled him up before anybody saw anything. And there you go. Zevi saving the op at B. You know what? Good call from Kerrigan. Good call from Kerrigan. We'll take that. I got it like 80% right on the prediction. 80% correct. You know, they did the fast banana control. Jacob was over here. Like I said here to be fair, but this spot's just basically the same. Yeah, I mean, you know what? That works. Archsmoke missed. I definitely thought that it was a fake because they could see that it was a missed smoke. So they thought it was just fake. They cheated the rotate over to B. I don't think that Jacob missed a smoke on purpose to give that call. I doubt it. I definitely doubt that, but you know, maybe. How much percentage do you think it's set strats versus reading rivals mid-game? Well, there's a lot that goes into it, right? So like, because FaZe picked Inferno, they knew they were going to play it. They probably done a decent amount of strat, anti-stratting in preparation for Flux, so they've probably looked at what Art likes to do. He's their guy that's really aggressive. Does he have any plays on Inferno that he likes to go for? And then they just like set up, hey, be careful for this, be careful for that. Zevi likes to go for this pick. They do this setup at B, stuff like that. And then they just default. They don't call strats. I mean, they might add 1 strat or 2 strats around the way they're playing, but the reason they don't do that is because they only have 1 day to prepare for this best of 3. And if they add a couple of set strats for every map that's possible to play, it's not really going to help them. It's just going to hurt them, since they're going to try to play too much to counter the other team instead of playing their own CS. So it's actually kind of both. They might add 1 like idea, or they might have a strat that they only call against like Fluxo or teams that play like Fluxo. But in the grand scheme of things, it is just going to be default heavy CS and mid-rounding based off of, oh, this looks like this. Speaking of which, Kerrigan has a good chance to call around here because Art's taking him down with that secondary op. He's actually solo here. Hey, this is one of those rounds that could be anti-stratted because Art does like the second op a lot. And so now, even though Kerrigan's dead, he might just say, well, Art most likely will solo. You know, maybe that's a tendency that they have. That's how you would be able to call into something like this. And speaking of which, here they come. Coming right through the smoke. Art to receive the hit. Finds one onto Twist. He's actually going to get immediately traded by Frozen. And the rotates are far away. So they seem pretty comfortable coming in on that 4v5. Maybe I'm right about something. And maybe there was a little anti there. They know Art has a tendency to solo that. Maybe. I'm just saying, like, that hypothetically, to answer your question. Little retake smoke. I should just smoke off Banana. He's got a molly. He's got a flash. Best chance for them to win this. Molly towards New. Nobody's home, though. Frozen hiding towards this pillar. Descenti doesn't spot him at all until it's too late. And now, I think you got to save, but they're going to peek. Jacob goes down. There's still technically time to throw this away if they're not careful, but I think just getting these guns out of FaZe's hands, higher priority. You can lose the round, but just be happy knowing that FaZe is broke. And especially if Brokey doesn't have this op. Oh. Well, now they both don't have the op. Is Kai going to be able to get that back in time? No. Ooh. That's pretty tough. Well, here we go then. 4-6. Money is pretty suspect for both teams. Pretty suspect for both teams now. I do think this is what they call a 2-for-1 round, basically because they're so broke. Whichever team wins the round should win the eco, or the half buy that the team, or the force buy it would be, that the team has to take next round. At least it should be. So Fluxo needs to win this round, is what you're thinking. Art tucked away here. Frozen's putting a lot of pressure here, but in the end of the day, it does look like FaZe is just trying to end this round towards A. No op on Zevi this round, so he's not in the best position. Getting some early info here. Frozen still... Actually, Art is actually boosted up on half wall. I don't know if Frozen's going to check this. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Frozen doesn't spot him. Art actually falls off. This smoke right here. I used to call this the domino smoke. Here comes the fight. Nade break, and here's the Senti. Can't light him up. Now, do you go B here? Maybe. Kerrigan goes for the tippity tap, but doesn't hit anything. Now the rest of the boys are just going to run back towards B. This is a classic phase Boston 18, but look at the time. 30 seconds on the clock, and Art is sitting behind Car. They might not expect this at all. Here he comes. First kill comes in, and he's done a great job at figuring out where Art was. Twist was just bait at the end of the day. And, yeah. Well, you got to save. You do got to save. Crazy you can read chat, analyze, share thoughts, and cast play-by-play and manage the observing. Well, yeah, no, it's a little crazy. They had way more time this round than in Boston, unfortunately.
Terrorists win.
Seven 4 for FaZe right now. Buy still okay for Fluxo. They did have those 2 saved guns, so that's not terrible. FaZe is in the driver's seat of their map pick right now, and that's not too surprising, all things considered. It's not like we didn't see him get eliminated yesterday for a reason. You know, they did boss up. They made it all work out. Nice nade onto Kerrigan. You know, it's one of those things where I feel like in this round, you just, you know, you're winning 7-4. It's a very deceiving half. You feel like, oh, we've won the half, so we're good. But that 8th does make a big difference. Art gets in front of half wall. It's his favorite position now as Frozen's going to try to peek out. He hits a nice shot. Twist gets the second. And despite Brokey going down, I actually think that this is pretty good. It's pretty good. We have info gathered for Fluxo towards bracket. They are pretty comfortable. Lukowski, just with this molly, it's not much for him to do. Well, luckily, they will be going in towards this A setup. It's not a very good A setup, but it's what's going to have to work. Only 2 people here. Zevi trying to get some early info. Does Twist hits the shot. Kai all alone. This is looking like an 8th for FaZe, barring a Kai highlight. 1 kill. Frozen and Kerrigan are low, and he knows Jacob is typically the Halls player, so he's going to be alerted to that position. 14 bullets. FaZe trying to make it look like Twist was the bait, but this is the problem. Kai gets the second. The nade stack is perfect, though. Oh, wow. If that nade stack doesn't come through, I think Kai might get the other 2. They're both low. Lukowski, 1v2 now. There is probably a kit to be collected somewhere, but he's got to go quickly. Has a smoke, has a molly. Bombs planted default. He gets this early. God damn, nice shot from Kerrigan, and the half goes to FaZe. 8-4. Good job. Let's give this some ads. Let's go react to some news. Let's see. We have OG joins. No, wait, sorry. Flamus joins OG. New team is now. Oh, sorry. The new team is now set in time for its debut at DreamHack Knockout Stockholm this weekend. OG have announced competition of the Counter-Strike roster with the addition of Flamus. This is great. Let's come down here and see the roster. So we've got Spook, Adam B, Eris Dose, Cadian, and Flamus. That's honestly not a bad start to a team. I'm actually pretty excited to see Flamus back in the server. I'm honestly very disappointed the way that VP handled having Flamus on the team. I mean, there's no telling. You know, me and Vu talked about this on This Week in CS. So there's no telling why, you know, he gets benched. Is it because he doesn't agree? Are they arguing? Do they really just think he doesn't fit their play style? You know, maybe he has an attitude problem. There's a million billion reasons that could have happened. But one thing's for sure, he doesn't deserve to be on the bench. He's still 21 years old, a lot to give, a lot to grow. And having him under Cadian's leadership, I think that's a pretty good chance for him to become a star player, like a very good player, somebody who you actually are afraid to play against. Now, the rest of the OG lineup, I'm going to be honest, it's not anything special, but it is pretty good. And I do think that we'll see them at some tournaments eventually. As long as they're able to get some early form, Cadian has to be playing good, calling good. He's coming off of a break. I think Spook is a very good player. I played him while he was here in NA. We actually scrimmed that old OG roster a few times, and he's a lot better than people know. Eros Dose also is pretty good. This team, in a weird way, reminds me of the NIP roster. Now, I think NIP is better by miles, but this is it's a good step in the right direction. I'm really hoping that Flamus can spread his wings and become a very good player. But yeah, what do you guys think? Think this is a good move? I'm more interested in seeing how Cadian plays. That Astralis run was not very good. Eros Dose has also been missing for a while. I think the last team he played on was he did play on NIP, right? Yeah, played on NIP, and I wasn't too impressed with him. Kaspersky joined and made NIP way better, so you know, nothing against Eros Dose, but yeah, I feel like OG's roster has some promise. They're still pretty young. This is Cadian's chance to get back into things. But what do you guys think? Hello, what's up, Emirax? Pick'ems were ass. You didn't even talk about M80. Do you really think that M80 was expected to make it through? I thought the 50-50 was going to be between M80 and FlyQuest at the end, and I picked FlyQuest, and they both went 3-0. Who could have seen that coming? Nobody did. Having M80 going through, yeah, we could have had that, but it means I probably wouldn't have picked FlyQuest, and so I would have been wrong on both of them. I was fucked regardless. Second pistol round. Here we go. He wasn't playing his roles in NIP. Well, you know. Not everybody gets to play everything that they want. Unfortunately. It happens. It's pretty common. So again, maybe Eros Dose will be better as well. Inferno again. Indeed. They actually haven't saved that much. They haven't saved that much so far. Here we go. Brokey with the dualies. I feel like FaZe is calling the same buy on every pistol, but they do different setups. This is Brokey's chance to get into this game. I mean, he's already doing good, but this is his chance to really cement it as his map. Just a quick scoreboard check. He's 10-7. Jacob is 3-9, but he hasn't been needed, to be fair. I guess Fluxo must have smelled the stack in mid. Going back to feel out B. But this is going to get really weird because Kai just stepped in Mexi. I think they know he's there. Yeah, they definitely know. Jacob's looking, pops his head up. It's like whack-a-mole. Now, are they ready for this guy in halls? They're not. Now, they might end up thinking that it's a B play. Or, sorry, yeah, they know it's a B play. Shots are going back and forth. It's really hard to keep up with this one. We have Lukowski with the bomb. He's creeping towards Pit. Big fight happening in Banana Twist. Got it coming from both sides here. And Kerrigan thinks that there's a chance that they're still towards A. Bomb planted B now, and Twist is in serious trouble. Trying to deal with them. He gets flashed, dodges it perfectly. A nice shot onto Decenti before the trade comes in. They're flooding CT. Lukowski can't do anything. 1v1 now. Bomb planted for Art, and there is no kit for Kerrigan. Oh my god, he's chasing him. He's chasing him. Art's made it all the way towards bottom banana. Here comes the shot, and Art gets the better of him with a 4K in the round. Wow. What's up, Peaky? That was some crazy stuff. Hold on, I got a bot in kick chat right now. Hold on, let me get rid of him. Wait. Thundress, did you get rid of that already? I think you did. Does model offset helps? I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean? You mean like view model? No buy for FaZe. I'm actually very interested to see this. Brokey has a smoke at an HE and then P250 as well. Nakai does get that early kill, but I'll talk about my problem with Brokey's buy here in a second. Twist. Oh, Art. Oh, of course. It's the law of Art. If he can, he will. They have no idea he's here. He's got the dualies. Kerrigan get the kill with the USP. They're trying to chase him down, and, well, he gives his life over. Now, Art is already back call. Brokey will never expect that. Like a jump scare. Round goes the way of Fluxo. No surprises there. But here's the problem I have. Brokey has 3,800. Now, he can't get an up because he over-invested. Now, I don't know if Frozen could have dropped him. Oh, they're doing the Team Liquid buy. I think that's what teams are calling this still. And you don't buy on the third round because you don't get to have everything that you want. Instead, you do an MP9 buy and you take a second save. This is this year. This year, this became meta. It's actually, I haven't seen a ton of it this major. I saw it a lot at the Austin major, but I haven't really seen it so much here. I guess it's like the death of the MP9. Maybe that's why. Oh yeah. So ABC, that doesn't change anything like they thought that it did a couple of months ago. Here we go. Jacob's in towards Halls. Again, had a bad game so far. Could make up for it here, but he doesn't. And the MP9 buy is already sort of in trouble. I think this is already over. And they're not planning to save here. That smoke did do a pretty good job at saving Twist's life. Flash over top. Descenti could get caught. It's a real chance for Twist to get 2 kills, maybe 3 if he could get this reload off. He's still alive. The teammate doesn't actually kill him. Just barely missed it. Kerrigan gets another one. And in the meantime, we have the flank info gathered. Kai has made his way up here. But do they know? They have to, and this is possible. 2 full HP players re-smoke on towards Moto. Looking good for FaZe, but the problem is that these are MP9s and Twist is low. The real X factor in the round comes from Frozen. If he can get a good timing to get this flank off, if they don't expect him Halls, they could win the round. Now, Twist does have eyes on the bomb, I believe, if he checks towards lane. Kerrigan's going to go investigate. They still have the bomb, and that's all he wants to know. He maybe wants to get that AK. Molly at the flames of Twist doesn't take his life, but almost does. Bomb recollected, but this is when Frozen reveals himself. He's finally made presence, and I think that FaZe have pulled this off. There it is, Frozen with the second. Wow. That was some heroics from Twist. They needed that so bad. The UMP is actually cheaper than the MP9 by $50. I don't know if the UMP is better or not. I think it's just player's choice at this point. They both kind of don't feel good to use. You know, time to rate a face it clip real quick. Doesn't really look like it, I don't think, because we're in the middle of this game. Jacob is alone towards the lane side. Twist going to come double up with him. Lukowski has a Tech 9. This is a force buy for Fluxo, and they're just sitting out late bottom B, waiting out all the nades. They don't want to reveal these AKs. I've used that word a lot, but it is a lot of mind games, you know, deception. Think of it like Battleship. They don't want the other team to know what they've purchased in the round. That's why Lukowski has shot his Tech 9. They want FaZe to be lured into a false sense of security, and that's exactly what happens now. Frozen's going to get into some serious trouble. He gets 2, though. Now it's Kerrigan all alone. Closest rotate is far away. Smoke at his feet now. Nade is pretty good. Molly as well could do a good job at delaying. Now, he is going to get on the other side of the smoke. Kai gets his kill, and a 3v3 means that FaZe could be in trouble. They're definitely thinking about saving here, but the bomb has yet to go down. They have a positional advantage with Brokey in towards backhaul, but they are smoked off. Bomb to go down any second. A smoke does go out towards Banana, and they have 2 flashes. Jacob has one as well. He'll throw one over top of Coffin as soon as he gets here. But this is a hard one to win. Brokey searching with the op. Twist is creeping up here. There comes the flash. Checking towards top dark. Doesn't see anyone. Now Jacob is going to try to clear towards pit, but it's not looking too good. Does Twist spot him? He does, but there is somebody hiding towards dark. Twist does it again. He's like Superman. Descenti 1v3. This should be a FaZe round. The jiggle, not good enough, and Brokey's got the kit to secure that 10th. Wow. ABC, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you're liking them. Why is Inferno so boring to play and watch? I mean, the problem is, it's just that it's just one of those maps, man. Very team centric, you know. At the pro level, this is a good place for teams to have, like, they could be a good team here. And, you know, they don't care if they're winning around 5v3 and the other team saving. They don't care. That's good for them. So that's why. It's just a map it's too easy to save on. It's too hard to retake on, I guess, is really the biggest one. It's like Anubis. CT saved a lot on Anubis too. It's just too hard to retake. Early walk from bracket here for Fluxo. And they won't have any trouble taking this map control. Nobody's contesting them. They're actually going to think better of it and go towards B. Frozen just cleared top car. They have a little bit of util. They're just going to play the site here. Should be a pretty straightforward round for FaZe. Hey, ADW. Rain's doing good. He's giggling. Watching these games. FaZe is stressing the hell out. Here we go. Kerrigan gets run at. Frozen still alive. Goes for a spray down. Kerrigan finds one through the smoke. Here comes one from Frozen. Actually does get overwhelmed. A bomb plant granted. Molly at the feet, though, doesn't decide to stick the plant. Now he's made his way towards the back of Nubox. Bomb dropped over. Coffin. Wait. What's going on here, boys? You got to plant the bomb. Why'd you throw it? They're stuck towards backhaul. The whole team is here. There's no chance they're getting this bomb down now. Gonna walk up. Bomb's not planted. Brokey gets one. I mean, this is just a real disaster. AK now for Zevi. I mean, he has a chance to maybe get one kill. There it is onto Kerrigan, but the trade should be inevitable from Twist. I really feel like Fluxo had it all to play for there. They could have got the bomb down and made it a chaotic round, but they didn't do it. I think Jacob's doing okay. I do think Jacob is doing okay. He's struggling, but he's doing okay. I don't think FaZe's struggles are because of him. Me and my friend love your videos. Much respect to the way that you present your videos. Thank you, bro. Tell your friend I said thank you as well. Regarding Rain, he is listed. Yeah, he's a sub for this major. Walking down mid. I love this play for FaZe. We haven't seen anything like this entire map, and Zevi gets completely caught off guard. They're all stuck under balcony here. They're just all sitting there, and that's where Twist is going to just feast. Thanksgiving, and he's Canadian, so I guess he doesn't really care, but he's still feasting regardless. They heard him jump in towards Halls Kai. I think this map is kind of over. I don't know. If he wins this 1v3, we can maybe have a discussion about a maybe perhaps, but walks into Brokey's arms and then 1 dig to close. 12 for FaZe. Yeah, pretty much, Merrick, yeah. He said, did God create Inferno for Jame? And yeah. 0.05 seconds away from elimination to this. To be fair, I don't think Fluxo should even be here. The best of ones really helped them out. That's why they went 2-0. They had 3 chances, and they've had tough opponents. So you know you can't say that they just got destroyed. I mean, they did. They did just get destroyed. Art goes for a fast play. This is over. This should be the first map for FaZe. No issues, and that's just a real tilter. This is my biggest complaint from watching teams that are IGLs is how do the players feel when it's 12-6 and Art goes, I'm running at B by myself this round, and he just immediately dies, and that was the call. Like, that's got to be a really frustrating experience, you know? My best of ones? Yeah, I don't know. That's well, best of ones are a joke. Just here anti-stratting. Happy Thanksgiving, men. Hi. Thank you, Luca. We are watching the demo. Hey, if you want help anti-stratting, let me know, man. Let me know. Yeah, I'll try my best. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. In case you guys are curious, analyst for Passion UA. They're playing next stage. Everybody say hi. He was actually helping me a lot this year, when I was still competing. I'm not retired, but you know, I feel like I'm not playing, so maybe I am retired. I just don't know it yet. We play FaZe tomorrow, that's why. Do you actually play FaZe? How do you know? Is it like guaranteed if they win you play them? Even if like everything else happens? Wait, is that confirmed? Yeah? Okay, so Passion is gonna play FaZe. That's gonna be a game of all games. Listen, I've watched every single round from FaZe this major. If you want some help anti-stratting, let me know. I'm just kidding, bro. You get paid to do that. I'm not doing that shit, man. Or FaZe to stage 2. No, only if they win this another map here. And speaking of which, let's actually check what the next map is. I believe it should be Fluxo's pick, and they have picked Nuke. I mean, I'm not surprised to see that. I just had it pulled up. It's Nuke. Mirage if needed. But I don't think it will be. FaZe is a good Nuke team. There you go. Why do you think the main reason for the sustained poor performance the whole year? Well, you know, you've had the problem with like the early events where Brokey was just awful. I would be really curious to see Brokey's stats for the whole year because he's had a rough one, a really rough year. So that's the first reason. Kerrigan has not been putting up numbers, which we don't expect Kerrigan to put up numbers, but you know, he's also been a little bit of at times a liability for the FaZe T side and CT side. And when you have two pieces to the puzzle that are already not playing good, your win condition is if at the beginning of the year it was Rain and Rain and Frozen and well, I guess Elige, right? They needed them to pop off, but that didn't really happen that consistently. And then when Simple came in for Brokey, Simple was just rusty, but FaZe looked okay. And then when Simple left and Elige left, and they got Jacob originally, Brokey came back, and that's the problem. When Brokey came back, he was still not good, and they didn't fix that part of the team. And then when Jacob got here, then they decided they also wanted Twist, and naturally they cut Rain, and then now they don't have Rain, and so the whole roster is struggling with an identity because everybody's playing different roles. Brokey knows they don't trust him. He knows they don't trust him because they already cut him for Simple for 2 events. They were just like, oh, we have the chance to play with Simple. We're just going to do that, Brokey. Sorry, man. So now Brokey doesn't trust them. They don't trust Brokey, and he knows that he's cut after this event, you know. And Kerrigan knows that he's getting cut after this event, and Jacob sees the way the community is treating him, like how they're acting to him not playing good, and so he's in his head, and you can just tell that by the way he's playing. He's not playing very good. He probably feels intimidated to be playing with some of the greatest players of all time. Frozen's on tilt because he misses Rain, and he misses Simple, and he misses Elige, and so it's like the only player that's unaffected by all of that is Twist, and Twist is okay actually right now, but you know, the longer he's on this team, the more that he either has to come into his own or he's also going to go on tilt with Frozen and be like, yeah, this is cursed. Think I got it? Think that was a good explanation? I think that was a decent explanation. Paravision or Legacy, who should win? And what do you think about them? I think that based off of this major, Paravision is most expected to win. But I do think that Legacy is a team, as a team, has shown that they can consistently play above that level. And so I do think that the favorites, like the analyst desk will say Legacy are the favorites to win that. But for this event alone, I would slide it towards Paravision just a little bit. Jacobs looks like he's second guessing every single movie he makes. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And Brokey knows they would have kept Simple if they could afford him. Exactly. So it's like the team is just a mess. We don't have the pleasure of seeing the player cams, but I would be willing to bet that most of the guys here are not very happy in their player cams and they look a little dejected. The vibe isn't good. And yeah, hold on. This guy said in YouTube chat, he said, do you think that Rob's departure still left a gap in the team's roles? Yeah, 100%. Because who was left to take Rob's roles when Elige joined? It was Rain and Frozen. Those were your 2 riflers that you would have do it, and Frozen ended up doing it. And he's become good at it, but you know, you never really picked up the slack for where Frozen was, and Rain did a decent job, all things considered. They moved him around and let Jacob have spots and so on, and eventually he got to go back outside after you know, Elige was on the team. And yeah, like Elige took Rain's roles and Frozen took Rops's roles, and Rain had to play like some weird hybrid roles that Frozen had, and it was just a shit show. They just needed to not get another aggressive rifler because it just changed too much. Twist is looking high energy, but yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me that because of what I just said. Twist is unaffected by all of the roster trouble that FaZe has been having. He's happy to be home. In his opinion, he would rather be losing with Kerrigan next to him than those Liquid guys. You know what I mean? I don't think Twist is underrated. I think he's appropriately rated, but the guy that asked me on YouTube chat, what's the solution? Well, the solution is pretty simple. At least in my opinion. No pun intended. The solution is you can't have Brokey doing this. Like, yes, he's playing good this series, and that's fine. But let's be real. It doesn't excuse the way he's been playing for the rest of the event. I think the first step is you have to replace Brokey. I have been saying, so this shouldn't come as a surprise when I say this. I've been saying I think Kerrigan should just switch to coach. I really think it was a mistake to have Rain walk out the door. They should have never let that happen. They should have played this event with Rain over Jacob. Boo-hoo. I know it sucks, but it doesn't matter. That's what they should have done. And then after this event, then Kerrigan can switch to coach, Rain can IGL, Jacob takes Kerrigan's spot, and they get a new opper. That was all they had to do. That was all they had to do. That, and they could even keep Twist at that point. They could get Twist. It would have been fine. They already are fine. They just could get a new opper. It would have been fine. That's all they had to do. You can keep Jacob. You can keep it. The problem is that you had to... Jacob's not a bad player, and everybody gets upset when I say that you should cut Jacob, and then it's not because he's bad. It's because role-wise, that's just what they should have done. It doesn't... Why did they let Rain go? Anyway, let's have a look at this. What do you think the ideal roster for FaZe is? That's it. And it's gone. They lost Rain, so now I don't know what they'll do. You know, there's a million options. There's a lot of free agents, and I think Kerrigan... We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Brokey also could switch to being a rifler. Like, I don't know if he'd be better, but I don't know. Yeah, the FaZe roster is pretty sad. What I've seen, Jacob has potential, just lacks experience, and that's the thing, which is why I don't hate them playing with Jacob. I think that him playing with Kerrigan is good, and I think that him being able to have Kerrigan as a coach would be best, because what do we know? We know this. We actually all know what is one thing that Kerrigan excels at. You know, everybody always says he's good at mid-rounds, he's good at reading other teams, so him being a coach wouldn't be good. Sure, whatever. But he's always been praised for his ability to take players and get the most out of them, always. So why are we to assume that as a coach, Kerrigan could help Jacob more? He could help him become more of the player that he can be, and he could like teach him and put him into all these spots, and he would have time because he didn't have to worry about, I have to play this game, I have to play deathmatch, I have to do all this. He could sit there, teach Jacob how to be the best, and it just would have been fine, especially if Rain would have IGL'd. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because Rain could have IGL'd, Kerrigan could have coached. They have that chemistry. They would have had a great relationship. They could have both worked to help Jacob improve. They would have inserted Twist in the team. Frozen would have had all of his spots, and they just had to get a different opper. That was the only thing they had to do. That was the only thing they had to do. And the more I talk about it, the more it's upsetting me because it just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's like the biggest thing. It's Rain's time to be an IGL if he's gonna keep competing. You know, I think it's his time to switch because people have proved you could get more years on your career if you just switch to IGLing. You know, Apex didn't always used to be an IGL. He's been an IGL for a long time now, but he didn't always used to be an IGL. And when he started to get older and he had more experience, he switched on over to calling. I mean, just look at this, right? Rain is 31 now, right? Hold on, let me actually just check. Rain is 31. Let's look at some IGLs that have been around. Like, Just at this major alone, Snappy, 35. Kerrigan is also 35. Brain could easily get another 4 years on his career just by switching to calling. That's a long time. It would have made the most sense. It's probably the end of the road. It's probably the end of the road for Kerrigan's. Yeah, I think this is the end of the road for Kerrigan's career. Kerrigan would never leave he doesn't want to leave this team for another team. Like, he's gonna stay on FaZe until he's done with Counter-Strike, or he could switch to being a coach on a different team that's not FaZe. But I don't know how he plays after this year. And I feel so bad saying that, but I don't know how he plays after this year. Give us a top 3 oppers FaZe could realistically bring in instead of Brokey, please. I mean, it just depends on who's a free agent. I could just sit here and name players on other teams, but there's no free agents. They could have got Dexter. By the way, Dexter is still, to this day, a free agent. They could still get Dexter. You can still get him. That is, like, the first one, the most likely, the realest one. That could just happen. But let's see what happens after the major, because everybody's going to go start swapping players and everything, and that's when you'll have to see who's on the market, who can FaZe get, you know. It's 1-0 for FaZe right now. It's the second map. Does Budapest have good enough vegan food for Twist, though? Well, he hasn't made a tweet about it yet, so I can only assume so. What's up, Obi? He might do another mouse. I mean, Kerrigan can always give to the scene. He can go IGL a tier 2 EU team and bring players up, but you know, that's fine and all. But those tier 2 kids are gonna start absolutely whooping on Kerrigan, and we'll just, you know. Who do you think's on the same level as Rops? I mean, not a lot of people, you know. I think apart from Donk, Rops might get the second highest rated rifler of the year. I don't know who else it would go to. Like, Yakinder will be a top 10 player this year. Well, maybe not. It was only a couple of months. He'll get top 20. Dexter's not a free agent, man. Buy out Falcons. Oh, yeah. I meant, when I said free agent, I meant to say it doesn't have a team. Yes, you're correct, Luca. My bad. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of offers that FaZe could get, but one thing's for sure. It's just like Brokey is just a pushover, man. Like, I could out Brokey. Well, I'll just leave it at that. I could probably out Brokey. Head-to-head 1v1s. Going back and forth. I bet I got it in me. I'm just kidding, by the way. I hope nobody thinks I'm being serious about that. It's just everybody else, like all of these other oppers, just pretty much they just fuck him up, man. I mean, simple is always a good option if he's an option, but I don't think he's an option, so, you know. Make it happen. Yes, NA's next offer. Look at that. Look at that game sense from Brokey in the warm-up. What up, Austin? Never dropped in the chat. But love your content. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing good. By the way, for all of my American viewers today, happy Thanksgiving. This is the only game that I have time to cover today because I have events to attend with the family. Luckily, this game got the first time slot, so we're good. Austin v. Brokey, I bet on you too. I believe you actually would. Anyway, here we go. Nuclear. We got the pistol round here. I bet it's going to be Brokey on the dualies. I've seen it a lot. Every pistol round so far for FaZe has been some variation. Brokey with the dualies, T-side, Kerrigan gets the P250, and they I mean, you know what? Here we go. Everybody lock in. Pistol round starting out. Let's see where Broccoli ends up with these dualies. Either top hut or ramp. It's going to be... Or backsight's an option. He could go backside. Top hut it is. Jumping towards top hut. He has been heard by the lobby lurker. That is Decenti in the meantime. The rest of the guys on Fluxo are just contacting outside. First outside smoke will go across. I think that's all they got, actually, but it should be enough on pistols to get down. See if Twist has anything to say about it. He actually does get the first kill. Flash going across. I think somebody should make it towards Secret. They do. That's the bomb down. Rotate already down as Mr. Broccoli. In the meantime, I missed the kill from Zevi. My apologies. Kerrigan searching. Art actually finds a kill, and hold on. Wait a second. They could be coming up the vent now. Did the bomb make his way back up Secret? It did. Zevi finds a second. Now Brokey and Frozen in a 2-on-4. They're in trouble, but Brokey steps out. He's got the dualies. 1v4. It could actually come through if he gets this kill on his Zevi. But Decenti has not revealed that he's already walked out towards Hut, so this should be around for Fluxo. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think the dualies take like 15 seconds to reload, so I don't think he had a chance in the world there. Pistol round to Fluxo. It's messy, though. It's messy. They do make it happen. See if FaZe decide to buy up here. They do get an MP9, a scout. Looks like a full buy coming in. Oh my god. I'm gonna drop their util over there. I'm not sure what the plan is. Maybe some ramp smokes. Speaking of which, Art, or that's not Art, that's Kai, making all this noise in the lobby room. Gonna walk in, Frozen takes that fight. He actually does die. Twist gets the trade, but it's actually okay because Brokey's here as well. He does find the tag onto Decenti. A good setup, and now Twist is on their ass. He's right behind him. Art expects this though. Gives it a jiggle, but I think Twist caught the timing. Here comes the fight. A nice shot from Art. 4-on-3 now. Force buy for FaZe. Not looking too good so far, unless Kerrigan hits a 1D onto Lukowski. I mean, that would be a great step in the right direction. Smoke for Jacob. Re-smoking the door. You want to keep that smoked as much as you can. Extra smoke collected from Broccoli. Checking outside. There's nobody home. This is where you have to ask the question of Fluxo. What are they going to do here? 50 seconds on the clock. They have time to do pretty much anything still. Walk outside is the answer. I like that. Leave Decenti. He's tagged. Leave him in towards the lobby to hold for the aggression if it comes in. Another door smoke just got thrown out, and Kerrigan will be the one tested. Jacob is dropped in towards site as well, so they have a really good setup if they do decide to come towards A. Bomb is the one coming through mini. This is looking like it's going to be an A split. I think FaZe are in the perfect situation, or the position to deal with this. Here they come running mini. Kerrigan steps out. He finds none. And now Brokey has to go back and forth. Jacob hit the 1D. Brokey and a 1-on-2 with the scout, but they are both low. Zevi gets the better of him at the end there. That was a very scary round. If Kerrigan would have got that kill, I think it would have happened. That was tough. Eco for FaZe now. A couple of pistols, a couple of smokes, but nothing to really get too excited about. Art has AK armor. Let's see if he's feeling charitable. Maybe he's going to donate this over to FaZe. He's running towards ramp right away. Let's see what happens. He wants to fight so bad. Kai will actually be the one to take first contact here. Art steps out trying to secure a kill. Opening in the round doesn't come through. And there you go. The real plan that FaZe had for this round is gone now. Kerrigan, he thinks he's Rain. Brokey said, "Give me the dig." Kerrigan said, "Hell nah, I got a better chance than you with hitting with this, and we both know that." Jacob's good for one though. USP kill does come through. You know what? Not poor Brokey. Kerrigan, or sorry, what am I saying? Jacob, saving this AK. They'll be happy. Chat, I ask, do we hunt this if we're Fluxo? Do we hunt this? I asked yesterday. The answer is no. We don't hunt this. Still early in the game. No need. Get your money right. Especially if you don't need to hunt that. Apparently, you died there without armor. I was thinking maybe, but yeah, he died. He didn't have armor. I think he survives that if he did. That's unfortunate. Doesn't change the round though. FaZe have a bye, just a little bit less money in their pockets afterwards. Good for Fluxo. They got the bomb and they didn't have to worry about Jacob. So it all evens out. Here we go. First gun round. We have an op on Broccoli, an op on Zevi. So let's see what happens. Rookie starting in towards heaven. My favorite start for an opper personally. Kerrigan's outside and Zevi is actually boosted up on towards this blue box. Having a look. Meantime, I'm actually kind of looking for Kerrigan. They're creeping up close. I don't know if Kerrigan's going to expect this. Smoke for Glaive. He just hits Art in the head with the smoke, and Art's just made his way into garage immediately. Oh my god. Not making it a secret as to where he's at. Kerrigan's just going to come hunt him down, but he does get spammed through the smoke, and Twist is going to make his way down the vent. Now, I'm not really sure what happens next. Zevi's searching with that smoke over top. Doesn't see anything in Descent. He finds Jacob. This could be a pretty clean A end if they decide to go for it. Lukowski takes space under heaven. This is looking like trouble for FaZe. Silent drop for Brokey is actually going to be really strong now. He smokes towards heaven. Don't know that that's possible. Twist is still in lower. And Fluxo is basically just like a snake right now. They're trying to constrict FaZe, suffocate them to death here. And they're doing a pretty good job at that. You know, they're just holding for this aggression. Lukowski's waiting for Brokey. He doesn't realize he's dropped yet. Zevi's holding the secret push. We do have Descenti on their roof. Wants to make sure he doesn't give the trade over. And Kai is holding the mini push. Soon enough, they'll all group up, and they should be ending A. Brokey spotting towards heaven. He's got to get 2. He doesn't get 1. And with that being said, Frozen is going to save, Twist is going to save. And that's the round. Pretty good stuff from Fluxo. The way Art plays, it just makes my brain feel weird. Just running across, full spamming. Like, if his teammates don't trade him there through the smoke, like, he just, ugh. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Rins. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because they didn't play good on Nuke yesterday. They won, but it wasn't pretty. And Fluxo picked this map for a reason, I'm sure. I wouldn't say we're hate watching, but we're not hoping they win. Another gun round for FaZe. They are, I mean, they're in trouble. If they lose this round, it's gonna start to spiral. Zevi still got that T-side op, breaks the door, nades mini. I mean, it's not Zevi. Where's Zevi? Oh, they're going just for a fast A play. We already have a player in hut, edging on the side of the smoke. Jacob does get caught, and that's not a good start. Twist on top of the hut. Brokey finds one as well. Twist drops down now, and I think Fluxo is going to think better and regroup and think about what they could possibly do. I like the idea to try to go for a fast A play. It just doesn't come through. Now, Zevi does still have this op. Good challenge. A lot of... Honestly, I feel like this is where having the op is strong. 3v4, you have to hold for rotates. You have to try to contact first. This is where the op can make a difference, especially since we know FaZe doesn't have one. Frozen playing this off angle. He played it a lot yesterday, and he had a ton of success. Have to see if Descenti decides to check here, if they've done their homework. Doesn't seem to matter. I've missed the button I wanted to press. If Zevi gets down here, he has a molly at his feet. And a 1v3, it's definitely possible. You know what? They know that he's down. Frozen's going to rotate down. It's just Sevi in a 1-on-3 with the op. Now, realistically speaking, he doesn't have too much of a chance. But if he catches that kill onto Frozen, he does not nade at his feet. He's still going to be walking afterwards, but he's not going to be happy. A little bit of a limp now. Here's somebody running towards single by himself. Molly would be really important to keep him alive, but I think he is overwhelmed. I'm not sure how he's expected to win here. One shot from either of these FaZe players will do the trick. And there he goes. A first round for FaZe. Was it a Yane? Or Ayane, however you pronounce that. Why can't I comment? What do you mean? You commented. Another round for FaZe. We have a Tech 9 on Art, Mac 10. This is weird. It's kind of like a half buy. Maybe they're going for something fast towards A. I believe that must be the play. We have some outside smoke setting up. Maybe some fast A pop twists on top of the hut will be the difference maker here. This is the 2-2 bracket Infinity. Molly in front. Here they come. They're coming out. Now it's Jacob to receive the hit. He's already found one. He doubles down. Now he has the support of Mr. Twister. Debbie gets the trade, and Art's actually made his way down vent with the bomb. He's left his whole team behind, but the bomb will be planted. Decenti is tasked with one job and one job only. He's got to hold the vent rotate. He does find one. It's not looking terrible, but it's not looking good. Now they've regrouped together. Kerrigan has caught a timing here. I don't think they're going to be expecting this since they just both held it. Art hears that smoke on the bomb and decides to run over towards single. Kerrigan's got the best timing that he could hope for. Frozen's gone down. Art's in the smoke. He gets hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. There is no way Art drops with the vent by himself. He drops down the vent by himself there. That's crazy work. But the buy was really weird for Fluxo anyway. They had a Tech 9, a Mac 10. They can still buy again here, and that might catch FaZe off guard. Thank you, kitties. Oh, Art is my Steam friend. Disappeared. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. If you're Fluxo here, what are you calling? Well, it's probably something like Art saying, guys, throw outside smokes. I'm going to run through them. I'm going to get to heaven. Guys, run Franz J this round. I'm going to drop top mini flash, jump into mini, go down the vent, and come up ramp. I'll be there in a second. Like, what the fuck? No, I didn't. Maybe. Why'd I say that? No, I didn't, May. Molly towards back. They're just trying to run across. Are they taking that Molly? They are. Lukowski and Art both. And that's the bomb, but it doesn't matter. Kerrigan goes down. And they see the bomb going down. Are they ready for Twist? They are not. Twist gets another kill. Bomb drop Secret. He's the only one that's gone across. Brokey misses another shot. Does spot Zevi. Get towards Secret, though. There we go. A nice shot for Brokey. Followed it up. Kai does find Twist, though. So somehow this is still a 3-on-3. Actually a 3-on-2. Jacob's in a lot of trouble. He does find one onto Kai, but it's just Frozen when all the dust settles. And a 1-on-2. Bomb is dropped towards top secret, and they know that. Just has to bide his time. He hears him running in towards secret. Frozen, you madman, have you done enough? First kill comes in. He's just going to stick it 10 seconds. He's at least faking it. Decenti doesn't make a sound cue. He knows if he runs, he lost. Creeping down the vent. Frozen's waiting for him. A beautiful 1v2, but I can't help but feel like that was a crazy play to make, considering Frozen's the ramp player. If there's anybody that's expected to be B in a 1-on-X situation, like, it's Frozen. Like, you have to... Ooh, that's nerves. Art is from NA for sure. Yeah. Yeah. He won his case. Damn, hell yeah. Secret to B rush. Yeah. Yeah, that was Luca, can I get your honest opinion on that round from Fluxo? You don't have to hold back since you're probably not playing them tomorrow. You can say what you think. Can I get your honest opinion? Was it a good call? Sloppy? I've never been to New York before, Riddy. Otherwise, I would definitely tell you. Molly to stop the outside smokes, but they're a little bit later than I think the Molly could do. Early flashes, and we actually do have Lukowski dropping in towards Mini. I don't think this is an A-split per se. They're just faking it. No, they're dropping down the vent. 3 people made it down on the half-by. This is looking a lot better. Kerrigan does not pass the test. He goes down immediately. 3-on-2 situation now. A bomb is planted. Art, he's not going to sit back here. Are you kidding me? He's just going to run towards single any second. Lukowski finds another kill onto Frozen. Brokey's all alone. And this is, it's looking more and more like a... Well, actually, maybe not. 3-on-3. They've got a chance. Brokey switches over to the M4. They got Kiss. They got time. You got to give this one a go. You still give it a go. Give it a go. No, no, no. Well, we missed all the action there. My bad. Wait, Macarena. Wait. Macarena? What is that? Is it, like, isn't it like a dance or something? Where's the out? There it is. Yeah, terrible. Terrible, terrible situation for FaZe there, losing that half by. It was an MM round. You know, it was something. It was actually a pretty fun idea. Lukowski, why can't I draw? You have Lukowski going this way, and while they're all freaking out, you have people drop down the vent. It's an oversight. Heaven player can't stop them. The mini player is worried about the wrap. It's actually pretty strong. I mean, you could never do it again, but it was okay. Sorry, I missed the outside aggression there from Brokey. Early pick onto Lukowski. It's hard to observe and read the chats. I gotta stop reading the chats for a second. Coming towards ramp. Frozen finds the first one onto Art. Second is so delayed. Frozen is able to get 2 and go have a little breakdown in lower. Dink on the helmet, but you know, he's still alive. And I think that that's the biggest thing. And, well, do you save here for Fluxo? Probably. Minute 30 save. Yeah, okay. Guys, let's play a game. We're gonna play a game. Are you guys ready? It's gonna chat I spy with my little eye something. What are we thinking? I spy something. There's not a lot of colors on this map. We gotta here. Let's go here. Okay. Something. There's like 3 colors to choose from. Something yellow. There's not a lot of yellow on the screen, so this will go quick. Poll? No, sir. And I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna change it. I'm not cheating. It's not the poll. Fire hydrant? No. Valve? No. The HUD? No. It's the bomb logo. The bomb. The bomb. The bomb. The bomb right here. Geography is not the strong suit of Americans, I think. No, it's not mean. Well, I've never been to New York, and I mean, if you're asking for stuff like, you said like the Taj Mahal, like, I mean, New York has things, but I don't know if I would recommend anything. Like, I've been, I can't recommend you like a restaurant. I can't recommend you anything like. Here we go. Another set A exec coming in. Brokey's playing Brokey. I said this yesterday, but he loves playing this spot. Art, to nobody's surprise, is walking mini. Dear God. Kerrigan was never expecting that. Nobody was expecting that. That's disgusting. Brokey jiggling around here. He doesn't have any help anymore. Jacob's been dealt with. Frozen steps or twist steps out of heaven, but now he's in heaven as Brokey will get executed from the back, leaving Frozen in a 1-on-3. Well, he actually does not find the first. Vent lurk smoke, mini smoke. Walk through the vent lurk smoke into mini. It was a fun round from Fluxo. I actually like that. I actually really like that round. It's another round that you could just not run again. Like, you can't do it again because they'll be ready for it next time, but it's a good idea. To FaZe's credit, it is really hard to like calm that. So like Art walks through 2 smokes and he just like basically teleports here. Like it's really hard for the top hut player to like to see that. So yeah, they get the pass for that, but it can't happen again. What's up, Emiluel? The game is boring, but Fluxo is winning this map. Let's see, where is Zevi? He's got that op searching outside. Kerrigan sitting in the back of garage. Nothing too crazy. Frozen has an extra nade. Brokey's decided to start towards ramp. Now, with Frozen, or sorry, Kerrigan hears them all running lower. They haven't made it a secret. Twist drops down. Vent does find one, gets a dink. Vent is mollied. Kerrigan's gone down. But Brokey is in, again, what I call the most obnoxious spot on the map. And they have made their way towards back silo. Now, they are planting the bomb, and Brokey has slipped the net. They have no idea he's here. First kill onto Kai is good. Opens the door. Jacob in a 1v1 of something. I think Brokey's in trouble. He has to 1v3 this or he can't win. And he doesn't have any util. Oh, they've actually let him leave. Nope, never mind. That was they just pretended to let him leave. And now Jacob is stuck down the vent. And hold on. Op collected. Kid on the ground. Maybe he had a chance there if he really was feeling lucky. Only time I've ever seen Art walk in my life. Still dies. He's in trouble. No! He could have just smoked the molly. Watching with a lot of delay? Yes, we are watching the GoTV. We don't have permission to watch the official stream, so we are on about a 3-minute delay. If you already know, please don't spoil. Please don't. We already have a hard enough time watching. I have no observer, no cast, no help, no viewers, no... I mean, that's not true, but we don't have anything going for us. No production, no replays, no anything. But what we do have is the excitement of not knowing what happens next. So please don't take that away from us. Otherwise, there is no point. You understand me? Please, give us one thing in this life. Kai having a look in the 4v4. Shadow disadvantage means Frozen has an easy one. And now in a 3-on-4, I'm not really sure what Fluxo decides to call here. No smoke, so they are just going to have to contact everything. It's Art. Where's Art? It's Art. He's made his way into garage. Now, FaZe know exactly where Fluxo is, so it's not a question of if, it's a matter of when they're going to come. And yes, I know what I said, and it's exactly what I meant. Silence on the map as Frozen is on the flank, just like he was yesterday in that Red Canyons game. A little bit of lower pressure could maybe give Art a little bit of time here to work something magical. Brokey's in lower. The longer this goes on, the more likely it is that Fluxo could steal this round away. We do potentially have a kill for Art here, but Twist, he's not gonna actually get the better of him. There is only one player in lower, that is Brokey. He's in a pretty precarious spot to have this 5-7. I do believe the bomb will go down. If the bomb goes down, advantage will be towards Fluxo. Art trying his best to overwatch. Bomb has been planted, and even though Art goes down, I still think they're in a pretty decent position. Lukowski back at the site, 1v2, but Frozen has 4 when it's all said and done in phase 5-7. Good recovery from them. Needed that. Art started painting. Yeah, he did. All right, we got 3 minutes here. Again, if everybody is watching, today's Thanksgiving if you're from America, so happy Thanksgiving. It's the only game that we're going to get to cover today because I have things to attend to with my family. What's up? Shayush, what's up? Frozen trying to hard carry this? Yeah. Yeah. Why aren't you watching the main broadcast? My friend, I don't have permission to watch the main broadcast. Otherwise, they will take down my stream. So we can watch GoTV with a little bit of a delay and everything will be fine. And everything will be fine. How is everyone doing? Let's have a look at Twitter really quick. See if anything exciting is happening. We have Pimp said, I've seen enough phaser wit. Donna's doing good work. Donna's doing good work. We have the official, we can't see that highlight. We have a gambling sponsor. People attending the major. All right, that's enough Twitter. Oh no. It's okay. It's a clear typo. He's fine. But our phase winning the major? Of course not. Second pistol round is starting. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be the same buy yet again. And we have two, actually no PT50 for Kerrigan. We have enough utility to do any sort of exec that we would decide to do. It's going to be Kerrigan with most of the nades. Twist with the fun ones. He's throwing the top hut molly, presumably. And some flashes. Kerrigan will probably break the door, smoke the mini. Decenti, it's his job to mow them all down. He's got the duels. So here we go. Molly towards top hut, he drops down, flashes. Let's see if the flashes are any good. No, he's actually not blind. Oh, there it is. And now on the site phase have a pretty clear advantage. Nobody can really make a difference. That is unless Art decides to fly up the vent. And we know he will. So you have to try to keep track of him. He's creeping up now. He's ready to go. Here comes the flash for the retake. And here comes Art up the vent. He's actually not made too much noise. He's kind of snuck past him here. I don't know if they're going to be expecting this. He does find Kerrigan, but again, it's 2-on-4, maybe too little, too late, and Lukowski's saving his armor. Art has no armor, so you can get some exits here. It's not terrible. Plus 300 per kill. Could make a difference in next round's buy, but everybody gets the funny score line. 6-7, 6-7, and what on earth are we doing here? Oh, man. The way Art plays is just too damn funny, man. What's up, React? Well. Full eco for Fluxo, and it's just going to be Twist coming outside. Don't spot nothing. He's gonna keep on taking her down outside. Spots a jiggle towards heaven. Doesn't get the kill, but should be an easy round. I'm not talking about this. I'm gonna lose my soul if I try to cast versus an eco. They're not doing anything. Here's the excitement in the round. Yep, and that's it. That was their chance. We unglued. I just hired. Well, hired is not the right word, I guess, but because I'm not really. I got another editor to edit the streams down. Oh, nice one dig from Kai. AK to be collected. I mean, not much to talk about, but if Zevi can find a sneaky dink on somebody. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait just 1 second. If Zevi gets a kill here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Brokey's got the bomb stuck. Brokey's got the bomb stuck. Kerrigan's got to come back in to help, but it doesn't matter because Brokey dropped. Now he's going to come up the ladder. Frozen gets one. I mean, that should be the biggest part of the round dealt with. Frozen does get the better of Lukowski. And now, Decenti's in it. No, not again. Not again. Not again. Not again. How is it happening? How do they keep finding USP kills? 1v2 for Art. What's he going to do? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to steal his joke. Low collected. Timing actually favors Art. He snuck into Hut. Now, if Frozen doesn't check this, he might give a kill over. Oh my god. Least dangerous full eco for FaZe. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, I got a second editor that's taking all of the stuff that we're doing on the stream, and he's going to upload it in bits and pieces. So the More Austin channel will actually be a stream highlights channel now, which is good. Because if I was the one that was in charge of doing it, well, we already know I wasn't getting it done. So now we should have everything optimized, fully functioning, firing on all cylinders, ready to go. Least stressful FaZe round. Yep. Yeah, here we go. We got a buy for Fluxo, and at the 140 mark, they have no more grenades. It's the Team Liquid MP9 buy. They already do have an early 5v4, though, off of that kill onto Frozen. And the problem with Frozen being dead is, well, it's Frozen, and that's like Donk dying on Spirit. So we'll have to see if they can get bailed out here. They're going to have to get flashed in towards the garage, but everybody for Fluxo is here, so it's only a matter of time before the bullets start flying and the FaZe members start dropping, and that's exactly how it goes. Brokey in a 1-on-4, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he's got it in him. I don't think he's got it in him. Molly towards Secret. Does hit the one tap. The first kill is good, but Zevi kills him. And the problem with that round is that was actually a half buy from Fluxo, so their money is looking great. Well, another round here. FaZe on a force buy. Of course, Brokey, Hero AK. Not the guy I would have picked, and I'm not being mean. I would have definitely given it to Frozen if I had the chance, but here we go. We're to contact towards ramp. They know they're not playing against an op, so it's Lukowski, all alone here. Picked a pretty good spot. This is the same spot that Frozen likes to play in this area. See if he's good for it. Here they come. We'll count him off. Flash comes in, he decides he thinks better of it, and I actually respect that decision a lot. Running in towards lower. FaZe have been gifted ramp. Zevi knows he doesn't want to take that fight, give away the advantage, and still FaZe. Ball in their court, flashing in towards J-Hall. Want to pressure Zevi a little bit, but at the end of the day, I think they're just going to go back towards lower, and if they do that, Art is waiting for them. What a nasty angle to play on the ramp here. Now, the problem is I'm sure they're not going to expect Lukowski on this follow-up, but a little bit of a whiff means he's going to go down for free, and now Art already found one in the round, and he needs to find another, but we need to find out. Okay, I was about to flip to Kerrigan, but he gets caught, so they're on 4. And now the rotates are in. It's going to be harder for FaZe to win this one than before. Zevi finds one on the flank. Art gets a second. And it's just Jacob. And I don't fancy his chances here. He's got the AK. 25 seconds. No bomb. Molly at his feet means maybe he gets one kill. Nope, none. And that's a clean round for Fluxo. 4 alive. They're in the driver's seat here. FaZe brought back to reality. Remember, if FaZe loses this map, they're once again on an elimination map, playing from, well, the real chance of going home. You gotta be careful. Full eco here, no investment, no decoy this time. Guys, let's play another round. Are you ready? I spy with my little eye something blue. No takers. Nickname of Zevi. No, sir. That box. No, sir. No tricks on this one. Name border. No, sir. Well, I thought about picking that, but I didn't. Weapon rarity. Good idea, but no. The other box. No, no, no box. Candy apple text? No, sir. Good. Diffuse kit. I know, I did do the diffuse kit, yeah. Even though I did do the bomb last time, we did the diffuse kit this time. I wanted to make sure it was on the screen the entire time, otherwise it was no fun. No fair. What do I win? Bragging rights. I know it's not worth much, but, you know. Speaking of not worth much, that's what I would say FaZe's buy is worth here. It's not worth much. They're missing a lot of the excitement in the round. A couple of utility pieces. No op. It's not worth too much, but they do need to win it. The round itself is worth a lot. If they lose this, they're in trouble. First smoke comes over. And a nice nade for Art. Just tickles Twist a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Walking in towards lobby here, Zevi might catch Frozen off. That's the first op they've had. Well, I mean, they had it last round, I should say, but first op they've had in a gun round. So Frozen, we'll have to see if he oversteps here. Another set of outside smokes has been thrown over. Let's see what Art can see. Not much. Obviously, that's why they throw the smokes. Jacob dropping in towards the top of Mini. Gearing up to be an A split, but that's the... The rotate, no. If he would have held it for one more second, he would have found Kerrigan. Unfortunate timing, but Art still monitoring outside. We are lucky to insert Lukowski in towards radio. Lower is on watch. Zevi's rotated this op into a better position. Now, the hit coming in any second. First fight comes in. Flash towards Mini. Frozen, is he going to walk through? If he does, he's in trouble. Art's in trouble in the meantime, and there's the second kill. 4v4 now. Zevi's still in heaven. He gets that kill, but it's going to be Kerrigan walking from outside of hut. Can't get the kill. 2v2. Potential. Lukowski. They're ready for him, but he does find the kill, and Descenti up the vent means that this is a round for Fluxo. It was a brawl of a round, but yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. FaZe is actually in some serious trouble here. What's up, AJ? Deep breath. That's what you gotta do now, because if FaZe loses this map, they're going to Mirage. And I'll be honest with you. Mirage is a good map for FaZe, but it's also a good map for Fluxo. And I said the same about Nuke, so gotta be careful. Og on Lukowski. Haven't seen a ton of that this major. Not a ton of that. We have perhaps a set play for Kerrigan. He's throwing those outside smokes. Saw him throw those yesterday. They're grouping up here. Should just be a straight up A exec. Brokey's throwing the util, and here they come. Maybe Twist is, they're waiting for Twist to get close to Mini so he can come through. If they're able to win this round, that would be much needed. Nate is just going to miss the mark a little bit. Kai is not going to be too unhappy to play retake A. We'll see if he has a look here. Art does find a kill from ramp, and see if Kai can have a look. Art's in trouble. They're actually both in trouble in towards the lobby. This could be a round for FaZe if the kills go their way, but no, they get none of the kills. Not a single one. And it's just Twist. They should know. Oh, I think he's been spotted. He has been, and that's going to be 12 for Fluxo. Uh-oh. They were in such a good position with that lobby fight, but they didn't end up with any of the kills. They didn't get any of the kills. Potentially the final round here for FaZe. They gotta call a masterclass. Kerrigan did save them yesterday, but this one's not the elimination map, so maybe the clutch is not there yet. The clutch gene for Kerrigan, it's there, but only when he absolutely needs it. And it's more outside aggression. Art sitting on the glaive smoke here, just having a look, and he doesn't actually spot those outside smokes. I think he would have tried to block them if he did see him coming. They did drop him, and they're going to walk across. Does Art spam, or does he go for the break? He does go for the spam at the end. Finds Twist. Now, this is... Well, there it is. Frozen hits the equalizer. There was no door smoke. You got to make sure you keep door smoke so you can rotate down the vent. Bukowski finds one. Frozen dodging death, but it's only for a second because Decenti going to hunt him down. And it's just Jacob and Brokey in a 2-on-4, and I hate to be this way, but I don't think there's a single chance they win this one. It would need to be a miracle, and that's not a good start. Brokey misses that molly on the left side. Doesn't look like it'll be punished. Well, actually, I say that, but Opera's posted it. Brokey tries to cross out. Now he's given a little bit of mercy. It's only for a second. Jacob 1v4 to save the day. I don't think he's got it in him. All the pressure in the world on this kid right now. It is planted for him, though. It's a small consolation. But he needs to find a kill early on. And there's the first one on the Opera. It's actually not looking too terrible now if he can find this kill onto Lukowski. No. Needed that one. It's a map for Fluxo. And we're going to a third map. Remember, this is an elimination match. One map separates FaZe from stage 2 or going home early. Wow, that was very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. Well, guys, a diamond coin. This is a Stockholm one, yeah. He's played one pickup challenge and he got diamond. That's the flex. Aight, word. It's like a gambler who quits after he wins right away. Ridiculous. Send Frozen to Navi. We can hope. Guys, I knew it was a bad map, but Jacob joins Johnny Speeds already? He's still in this best of 3 with FaZe. Oh, different guy. What's going on with Kerrigan? Jesus, man, that's a good question. I don't know if I'm the one to answer. FaZe played good, just bad RNG. I don't agree. I don't agree with this one. If you're watching on the YouTube stream and you're enjoying yourself, would appreciate if you hit a like over there. It does help out, even if just a little bit. Put us in the algorithm a bit. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wicked. Will Unk retire after this major or one more year? This was supposed to be his one more year. I don't know, man. You know, he's not in the server. That means he's hitting the deathmatch right now. Let me have a look at the broadcast right now, and I'll give you guys the vibes. I can't play the broadcast, but I'll tell you guys the vibes.
And they're definitely like losing the second map, and they just win it, go to overtime and beat them. So I have seen this. I have played this in the past as well. Other side as well. So just understanding that they're gonna play seriously until the end. There's no troll.
I wasn't supposed to play the audio there. Yeah, it's okay. I only played it for a second. I don't think they'll smite me. What do you think about Jacob? I mean, you know. Like I said, I don't think he's for the best way I would explain it is this. He's not the problem for FaZe, he's just not the solution. Energy versus Imperial, who wins? I'm going to give that one to Imperial. Sadly, another 2-0 to 2-3, but it's just the way she goes. Brokey making FaZe tier 3 org before he becomes a tier 3 opper. He's already became one, in my opinion. Wondering how he had audio? Yeah, it's okay. They won't come for me. It was just a clip. Brokey reminds me of Zayu and Simple combined. Yeah, man, me too. Same, bro. I know exactly what you mean. If I reach level 10 on FaZe, will academies attract me? No, sir. You need more than that. You need to be playing in a team. You need to be grinding FaZe it a lot. What's your favorite supermarket? You know, I gotta be honest. If I am out and about, and it doesn't matter what city I'm in America, there's one place I always love to go. Walgreens. Or CVS. They're basically the same. But Walgreens is the first one that comes to mind, okay? You know, I'll tell you why. Now, whenever I go shopping, I don't really look for groceries necessarily, especially if I'm running to the store. But I am looking for monsters and stuff like that. So that is typically the best place to go. I don't think there's anything that you can't just get that you just, you know, like, oh, I'm out and about, I want this at a CVS. Store is not big, or Walgreens. They're the same thing in my opinion, or Walgreens. You can go to both, you can get both. Now, you can tell me what you think of. Dollar General is good too. That's always a good option. I try to stay out of the big stores. You know, I try to stay out of like Walmarts and Targets and stuff like that, you know, whenever I'm out, because I just think there's too much there. You know, like, I don't really want to be shopping for clothes at Walmart. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go to the store, the mall. You know, like, if I'm gonna be looking for food, you know, then I'll go to Walmart if I'm trying to get like vegetables. But it's between you and me. Let's just say I don't do that very often. I've never done that. So, yeah, you know. Well, whoever was the anti-stratter for FaZe. Wait. Hold on. Whoever was, what did you say? You said whoever the anti-stratter for passion, you give FaZe a break, please. Yeah, I don't know, man. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving for Americans. Happy Thanksgiving, man. We're chilling today. You know, this is the only game that I can cover. After this, I gotta go. Thanksgiving is starting. And I'm gonna go out and have a good time. That's the plan. Austin DoorDash CS. No! It's Austin Big Mac CS. Don't you know that? I'll never forget somebody called me that as an insult, and I just thought it was so funny. I think it's so good. Austin Big Mac CS. Back at it again. How about Fluxo can win? Yes, can win. Can win for sure. Jacob looks really bad, but in overall, it doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Oh, Jacob's rating looks really bad, but it doesn't look that bad. Yes, it's the eye test for Jacob. Stats-wise would say bad. And initially, like, if you watch a couple of rounds, he does drop the ball. Like, I'm going to be honest, Jacob he's not a tier 1 player right now. You know, but that doesn't mean that he can't be. I don't think that it's his fault. I think that the system that he's in right now with FaZe, that's really just not going to help him learn and grow and become a good player. You know what I mean? Never had one of those? You've never had a Big Mac before? I've had, I think, maybe 5 in my entire life. And the thing about Big Macs that I don't like is the extra bun. You guys know what I mean? Why do they put a bun in between the two buns? Like the top bun, bottom bun, in between there's another one. Why is that there? That does not need to be there. Like, I just think it adds nothing. I just hate that. Yeah, I hate that so much. I've always said, if I'm going to McDonald's, or when I'm going to McDonald's, I like to get, this is my order. I've said it a million times. This is no secret, okay? This is no secret. The Austin CS official McOrder is a double cheeseburger, no pickle, no mustard, okay? Then no fries, anything like that. I don't like, no. And a spicy chicken sandwich, no lettuce. That is the McOrder from Austin. I get a chicken sandwich, double cheeseburger. There you go. And we'll get a drink too, but I don't really like the fries like that. I don't like the fries. No mustard or pickles, evil. Bro, if there's one thing in this life I don't like, it's pickles. So gross. But yeah. Cap what? The pickles are gross? They are to me, bro. Every time, listen, I can't, Austin, no pickle CS. I like that one too. Anytime, and this is not my fault, okay? How can you blame the brain? Okay, you can't blame me, my consciousness, for if something goes in my mouth and I go, ugh, that's my first reaction. You can't blame me for going, I don't want that again. And that's how I feel whenever I have a pickle. You know, as soon as the pickle touches my tongue, I just, get this out of here. And I can't do it, bro. It's not for me. You like sushi? Yeah, sushi's alright. I just don't like pickles. I don't know what it is. I like cucumbers. You know, I like a bunch of things, but the way pickles are is just not me, bro. Not for me. I bet you eat celery. It's not like my go-to. Like, if I'm at an event like today, there'll probably be some sort of celery put out for Thanksgiving, and I'm probably not gonna take a bite, but, you know, maybe. I mean, I don't dislike it. I just, you know what I mean? Your all-time favorite food that you could eat every day? Pizza, for sure. I could eat pizza nonstop all day, every day. 100%. Love pizza. So basically a ketchup meat sandwich? No, bro. Cheese. You get cheese, onion, ketchup. Yeah. And that's it. Tacos? Tacos are okay, but I would prefer pizza for all day, every day. If you don't like pickles, you wouldn't like FaZe because they're in a pickle? I mean, honestly, bro, you're kind of right. It's like my new butterfly knife people be like this. This should be an inspect animation. How does it look? Wait, can you even see it? Hey, hold on, fuck. It's actually making my hand tired. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore because I'm getting tired. Okay, I gotta stretch it out. Weak pickle jeans. Grow up. But yeah. Can you expect a Big Mac? Austin Big Mac CS. Austin no pickle CS. I arrived from watching one of your clips on YouTube. Keep up the great gameplay. Well, thank you, bro. Welcome, welcome. Today we're watching the Major. We're not really playing anything right now, but we are watching the Major. So once the Major cycle's over, we'll be back to playing. But I appreciate you for being here, big dog. You had to choose a food and drink to eat for the rest of your life. Okay, so we did food, but the drink. There's only one drink in this world that I get excited for. There's only one drink in this world that I enjoy drinking. It just makes me so happy. If there was one drink that I could drink for the rest of my life, it would be Coke Zero. It's so good. Didn't see that coming, did ya? Nah, it's Monster. I'm just kidding. Coke Zero is definitely second. Of course it's White Monster. That was like the segue. The problem is like White Monster has too much caffeine, so if I was drinking that all day every day, I'd die. So that's why Coke Zero, like, it still has a lot, you know, but you could get more in throughout the day. What's gonna be on your Thanksgiving plate today, broski? Shit, I don't know. You know, Thanksgiving has got to be my least favorite holiday dinner because, dude, I don't fuck with turkey like that. You know, I don't know if I'm crazy. Like, I'll have a piece of turkey, but like, I don't want it, you know, like it's kind of gross. I think I might have the most like terrible little kid coated plate, sorry. I just don't have, I don't like a lot of the Thanksgiving foods that exist. Typically, and this is no joke, my Thanksgiving plate has looked like this for a while. I've done this. Dude, shut up, Tyler. Thank you for the 20 months, man. I like this. Kid coated pill. Sorry, man. Kid coated plate. Okay. I get a slice of ham, 2 dinner rolls, and that's it. Maybe some green beans, some corn, some mashed potatoes, maybe, but yeah, that's it. I don't really like a lot of the sides, bro. What the fuck, bro? You guys, listen, it depends. I mean, these days I do eat more and more of like the rest of the stuff, but when I was younger, that was really all I liked. Like these days, you know, I'll eat more, but like I don't like stuffing. You guys everybody's always ranting and raving about stuffing and pumpkin pie. Like, shut up, man. It's stuffing, it's gross. Pumpkin pie is fine. I'll have a slice. It's one of the only desserts I like every year. Back on topic, third map elimination. Who's going home? One map decides it. Of course, it would be Mirage, and here we have it. Pistol round for FaZe. We have a P250 for Kerrigan, and we knew that was coming, but only one set of utility this time. They switched it up from last round. Here we go. Kerrigan patiently waiting for the troops to make it up under, and once they do, you're going to try to split connector. Frozen holding this push as well as Twist. Nothing too wild going on now. We do have the bomb on Mr. Broccoli. Gonna walk in towards connector. He is the one with the flash though, so we'll have to see if it ends up getting used or not. Jumps up here, Decenti investigating in towards Palace, but he finds Frozen with a bullet to the face. Zevi with a quick trade. He's here to receive this hit. Twist finds Lukowski in the meantime. It's just Zevi now trying to hold this cross. He gets overwhelmed by Kerrigan's P250, but Kai is still holding in window. Might catch a timing onto Kerrigan. Made onto the bomb. Does a decent amount of damage, but it's just the art in a 1-on-3. And what's he gonna do? Well, he's gonna die. Oh, wait, hold on. I misread the kill feed for the first time ever. Kai got the kill on the Kerrigan. Holy shit. Holy shit, I misread the kill feed. I've never done that. Wow, Kai in a 1-on-2. My bad. He doesn't really have much of a chance with no kit, though. So it's still same result. It's going to be the pistol round for FaZe. An extra kill, though, for Kai will be welcome. I misread the kill feed. How embarrassing. Yeah, 3 kills is not too bad at the end there. He will go down, so it evens out, but he has 2,900. And, you know, if I know one thing about Fluxo, I feel like Kai is about to drop an M4 to Art, and Art's going to make a crazy play. Let's have a look. God, it's almost like... All right, let's see where Art's going, dude. Like, I knew this was happening. Like, it's so obvious, bro. Like, okay, let's see where he's going. Let's see. He's going. Is he gonna boost underpass? Is he gonna boost apps? I don't know, dude. I'm telling you, bro. This team. Austin's watching the other stream. No, bro. He boosted apps. Here we go. Running into apartments. Descenti gets the first kill onto Frozen. This is a force buy. Oh my god, Art, be careful with that M4. No, you're not supposed to lose it that fast, bro. Chill. Dude, they had 2 people that could have smoked for you. Okay, 4v4, but look at where Lukowski's at. That's a problem, and I'm not sure if FaZe is expecting that. Brokey is coming back to clear this, but he jumps and he goes down. So Jacob gets the equalizing kill, bomb collected, but it's still not a great position for FaZe to be in, all things considered. Zevi pushed in towards Pallet. Oh, I missed that kill from Twist, but Kai did get boosted up. He does not have armor, but he has an MP9. Not a terrible guy. What's up, everybody in chat? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good day. Austin, these days I do eat more and more CS. Well. Yeah, we knew that was coming. What's up? Hi. How are you? Hi for the 3 THC. How are you, bro? What's up, overcooking? Are you overcooking today? Cooking Thanksgiving? Celebrating? What's up, Easy? What's up? Or he didn't clear you. I just don't know what happened. We got it, Merrick in the Kick chat. Shout out to you for watching on Kick, by the way. He says, thoughts on visiting Poland? I don't see why not. One day I'm sure I'll be there. I don't really think I would go for anything non-CS related, but I wouldn't go anywhere non-CS related, so. What's up, Eagle? I see you over there on the YouTube chat. We are streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick all at once. You can pick whichever platform you want. Come hang out with us. I'm reading all 3 chats. ADW, I didn't know you were Polish. You don't get why they're buying MP9. It's not a very good gun, you know. I haven't been enjoying it since the nerf. Gun round for Fate. Well, not really. 2 save guns for Fluxo. Twist gives it a go towards the B pick. I don't see anyone though, and I think the biggest concern I have in this round is how they're going to end. How are you ending a round like this? Because the only way you lose is if you don't have proper spacing or if you're too spread thin, and the M4 or Galil could eat you alive. So gotta be careful. Frozen monitoring those ramp and palace pushes. Nothing to be coming his way for the time being. Silence across the map because, you know, window smoke, but now silence across the map. Nothing crazy needs to happen in this round for FaZe. They just need to go together and hope, you know, as long as everybody doesn't lose control of their hands and legs in this round, they should be fine. Break on the window smoke, though, out of absolutely nowhere, catches them. They broke the window smoke and flashed at the same time. That was beautiful. I don't know how I missed that play coming. I didn't realize they were setting it up. I thought they were just going to phase the window smoke, but no, they broke it. And I wasn't expecting that, so there's no way FaZe was, and I have X-Ray. Brokey now is trying to pick up the pieces towards ramp, and even though he does have a little gap to walk out here, it's not going to be anything worth. Yeah, I think FaZe have to save. Wow. Phase it? Yeah, like as it's going, as the smoke is fading. You just, yeah. That was a really good window play. I wish I could replay it for you, but I'll draw it on the map because that's the best I could do. Yeah, so what happened there was the window smoke was up. We got 2 people in the window smoke, right? 2 people in the window smoke. We had somebody from Cat, I believe it was them, break the window smoke with that lineup, and somebody flashed over. Or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe they broke the window smoke themselves and this guy flashed over window. But yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. They just put that in the middle of the round. FaZe is getting ready to go up connector. I said the only way they lose that is if they don't go together, but that was a really good disruption play. It was good. I didn't even realize they had the utility for that, and now the problem is that FaZe, remember, this is essentially a best of 1 to decide if FaZe is eliminated from the major or not, and this is not the buy that I want in this round. Kerrigan has the AK over Frozen. Another unfortunate turn of events, in my opinion. Frozen's lurking, though, so I guess it's not like the end of the world. Kerrigan leading the way. Something fast towards mid here is a little bit more like it. Twist also has a hero AK. Having a look towards top connector. Nobody's home, though, re-smoking window. Creeping in towards connector. I don't know if they're going to end the round. We do have a smoke thrown over from Brokey, and here they come. Descenti holding towards the stairs. He does find one, but the A-site has fallen. Jacob with a much-needed kill. Hold on, there is a little bit of trouble in the round, though, because Bomb still has to cross over. Zevi get the kill on that jungle boost. AK recollected, but at 3v2, I don't really fancy FaZe's chances here because the utility for Fluxo is still very strong. They need to find an early advantage somewhere. Brokey makes his way towards triple. Molly at his feet, though. He's in some serious trouble. He needs to get this kill, and connector he does. Labored spray, but he does get traded. Jacob now stuck towards Firebox. It's on Frozen to try to stop them from crossing. No nade. Are they boosting? They're boosting! Wow, what a play! They caught Jacob on the boost, and there's enough time to win this. It is planted for Frozen, though, in a 1v2. Tapping, he's sticking, and Frozen has to step out. He gets dinked, and now he doesn't know he's on it. A stolen round from Fluxo. That boost towards jungle was absolutely diabolical. I have never seen anything like that. They know that Jacob is stuck default. They boosted way back here, and they can see the tip of his head. It's just a beautiful play. And now I think Fluxo's going to take the lead. That was just so nice. That was so nice. I wish I saw it from his POV, but that was clean. That was sick. Wow, wow, wow. Hero Galil saved from the last round for Frozen. Maybe he'll be able to work some magic, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's not looking good for FaZe. It just they need something to go their way. And Jacob's hit a couple of bangers this major so far with the Deeg, and he's good for 1. Typically with the Deagle, he's like the only player on FaZe, believe it or not, that I'd say is consistently good for 1 with the Deeg right now. And that's unfortunate. Timing shot for Zevi. It's Kai looking for some eco frags. They're all coming his way. Lines him up, knocks him down. 3 for Kai, and actually 3 for Fluxo. As FaZe going to scrape together what they have left. It's still not a very convincing buy. Brokey has enough for the op, but thinks better of it. And yeah, it's just not a very convincing buy. We're missing some flashes, missing some nades. It's not too good. Big kill for Zevi last round. Through the smoke. Opening kill. Early spam towards the top mid smoke. This time it's just Kerrigan putting a little bit of pressure towards top mid. And on the other side of things, it's going to be a contact strat for FaZe. No noise made off of that molly, so Kai won't be alerted to them yet. Twist did make a step, but it's easy to miss when the molly noise is up. We're going to contact out here, utility being thrown, and we're going to have to see this from Lukowski's perspective. Kai doesn't get checked, finds 2, traded by Frozen, but it might be too little too late now. Frozen stepping over. There's a lurk smoke on the site. Doesn't really see anyone already very far into the site, and the kills do come the way of FaZe off of the lurk from Kerrigan. He doubles down. Needed that lurk that we mentioned at the top of middle. He comes up and saves his team, but it's not over yet. 1v2 Zevi has this cross. If Frozen decides for 1 second to try to have a look in, could be a mistake. Zevi does have a smoke. He does have a flash. But with an op, I don't know if he has an advantage. Frozen might walk into him here. He doesn't. Kerrigan, his position is known. He got 2 kills earlier in the round. Kerrigan 1v1. He needs to win this one. Remember, it's all on the line in Zevi. Is he going to go check this left side? Is he going to check? If he does, I dare say, might win it all. Kerrigan, he knows he's on the left side. Kerrigan, it's going to be a spam. Does he stick it? He does. Kerrigan going for the spam. Starts on the left side, but he doesn't shoot. Zevi, does he have the time? He does! From right under Kerrigan's nose. He steals the defuse, steals the round away, and he lives! And he lives! Oh my god, a disaster for FaZe right now on this deciding map. Oh no. Dude, deep breath. That's all you can do. It's one thing for Zevi to get the ninja defuse, but it's another thing for Kerrigan to not kill him at the end there. Combined, it's a disaster. They did everything they needed to do with the 2v1. Ugh. Here we go. Another bye. It's kind of an all-in early in this half here. They need to win this round for FaZe. Really, they need to win every round. They're going fast towards connector. I lied. He's sitting in the top mid smoke. I've never seen anything like this before. Brokey's holding that flash. Whenever the time's right, he'll flash in front, but there was no right time because it's actually a ramp push coming in. Twist finds 2. I like that play from Fluxo, trying to get some early ramp info, and they got it. Oh, they got the info, but at what cost? Zevi now tries, you know, hero of the last round. Try to save this. It's not over yet. 3v5 on Mirage is still very winnable. It just depends on how the kills end up coming up. Kerrigan gets spotted towards top boxes. For example, if Art gets the better here of Kerrigan, could be the beginning back into the round. Flashing towards combat, nobody spotted. Kai is in a pretty tough spot, but it's a multi-kill spot. If it works, he could get 2. And Zevi's still here to help. Kerrigan gets spotted towards top mid. They know it's a ruse. Zevi has to help out. Misses the first shot, and Kai's going to tuck in towards default. That's 1 for him. He needs to get 1 more, or it's all over. Zevi, oh, Jacob's shadow gets spotted, and he goes down. And now Art is walking through the jungle smoke. He doesn't spot Brokey. Brokey gets the better of him in the end. And now with a spam. If he spams 1 time, Kai would have this kill. Molly towards ramp. Kerrigan's here. Oh no, Brokey is in so much trouble. Kerrigan ends up getting the kill regardless. Smoke, oh, it's broken, but Brokey somehow back against the wall hits the shot onto Zevi and saves them from a disastrous loss. Holy shit. That's actually absurd. No timeouts, no time to think about that one. They're back into another bye. Double op setup. Art, of course, picking up that second one. Zevi goes for the early peek towards mid, and the break from his teammate. Nothing yet. Does he go for the timing shot? Double break. Still never saw anyone trying to go through the top mid smoke, but what we do have is Kerrigan creeping in towards connector here. Early timing could be good. Descenti drops that smoke, could let Kerrigan cross. Maybe an early window boost is on the cards here. Could happen as Brokey is actually walking up towards connector. Interesting timing on all these fights. Zevi is posted from ticket. We could have an op duel here if Brokey decides to step 1 inch farther. But no. Looks like they're trying to go for a B split here. It will be Art with that second op. It was unexpected. They never heard him shoot in the round. They're kind of stumped here. Art's playing an off angle now. They're trying to come up cat. I mean, it's not very convincing. Here's that second op. Brokey's having a peek over. It's really just not looking too hot here. It does miss a shot. Kai finds the apps player. And just like that, FaZe are kind of just stumbling into the site here. They don't have much to play for. Kerrigan gets another kill. Art still posted on towards Brokey. And yeah, it's just Jacob in a 1v4. And the second op proved to be too much for FaZe to deal with as Fluxo responds with the 5th. But it's actually worse than that because now FaZe's money is broken because of the way that it this round here took away some of their loss bonus, as you can see. So now they don't have too much to play for. Do you buy back if you're FaZe? Well, the answer is no. You actually shouldn't because you still have 3 loss bonus coming up next. So a half buy will do, but that is Fluxo most likely going to 6. Smoke's dropped over to Mr. Twister as looks like it's just going to be a classic A exec. You've probably seen this strat 100,000 times minimum. Here comes the entries. It is going to be Lukowski sitting towards default here. In a little bit of trouble, but not for long as he doubles down. Zevi responds from Ticket. Descenti runs through the jungle smoke. Not much to talk about as it's going to be Fluxo on 6. They win this half going into T-side. It could be all she wrote for FaZe. It would be a sad way for them to fizzle out, especially after the first map being so good. That lost opponent resets with win. It does. It goes down 1 or 2. You understand? It only goes down 1. It doesn't fully reset. That's how it used to work years and years ago. And it was brutal. Early A smokes. This is just a fake. Off of the back of this, they're probably going to try to take mid. They won't have to throw as much utility to do that now because this is just trying to keep the attention. It's done a good job. Look at where Zevi's at. Early fake. Nothing changes now. Still a 5v5, but FaZe just have 2 smokes left to end the round now. Only 2 smokes. Definitely not the position I'd like to be in. Art is deep in apartments. He's alone almost. Kai is in a pretty decent spot to come back and help. He's actually coming back now. It's all on to Art. Does he keep pushing? Of course he does. He never stops. Gets the great timing onto Frozen. And that's going to sound the alarm. Now we have Kai. He's going to get mollied out. If he does tick, they're going to know he's here. And sitting underneath this window smoke actually could be really strong. They're not going to jump out on his head. They do, and look at that shot from Twist. It's all falling on his head now. 2v4, and I think they should just be looking to save here. And maybe if Zevi gets gifted a kill or 2, but I do believe that this should be a FaZe round. That entry from Twist was so needed. There you go. Wow, wow, wow. Open up the floor. Chat. Does FaZe hunt here? Is it worth hunting? I'm curious to see your answers.
Terrorists win.
Well, should they is the question. And the answer is no. Because FaZe can buy, or because Fluxo can buy regardless. So they don't gain anything and they only stand to lose stuff, especially when they need to tie this half up at the end. One can, still shouldn't though. It's just a tech pause. It doesn't say tack. This could be a tech pause. It is a tech pause. There's only 4 in the server, I just realized. Tech pause coming out. We have no idea what's going on because we have no production or anything like that to help us, or we don't see the player cam. So until we see him rejoin, we don't know. Yes, so they gain confidence. No, it's not worth it. There it is. Frozen's back in the server. Should be good to go shortly here. Drops a gun. Yeah, they're ready to go right away. They don't even need a match medic. They got it anyway, though. It's fine. Let me just make sure ads don't run. Oh, ads already ran. Nice. Unfortunate. They're already back into things. Most of the time when tech pauses happen, it's just somebody restarting their game like that or whatever it may be. Yes, bros can leave if they get the FPS bug. Yes, 100%. That's what just happened there. We have double ops again for Fluxo. Now, if Fluxo are able to pull off an 8-4 half, I don't know if FaZe have it in them. They've already used up all of their plot armor this event, I feel like, so they just need to play some good CS. And we have early ramp fight coming in. Brokey, he's pretty committed into here. He's playing anti-flash. Is there a flash coming? No! Oh no! That's got to be about the worst thing that could have happened for Brokey. He's very lucky that he got 1 bullet off, and that 1 bullet was a headshot. He's so lucky. But that was a great play from Fluxo. No flash, they just swing, and Zevi was posted from stairs with the It's just Frozen and Kerrigan. Gonna pull this back. Bomb to be collected here. Making it no secret where they are. Doesn't really matter. But here's the problem. 50 seconds on the clock. What's the buy looking like next round for FaZe? Can they justify a save? I'm sure they could. It's not the FaZe way though, and I don't think that that's how they want to go down in this game. They want to go down fighting, and Kerrigan's going to make sure nobody's behind them. Fake steps like they could be running away. Have to just make sure that they can't both stay here. Frozen walking out towards Sandwich. He does have a decent play. I don't think they're going to be expecting Zevi towards triple, and they do have a player in Palace as well. It's only a matter of time. Zenti walks out, absolutely executes Frozen, and it's just Kerrigan in a 1v4 situation, but he can't make anything out of it, and that's a 7th for Fluxo. Not good. Yo, Vivu Vivu, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you for the primer. Have my primer for this amazing casting. He says, thank you very much, love, man. I appreciate that. We're out here working. Final round of the half and the bye. It's not ideal, to say the least. Twist on the tech. Sending in towards T-Spawn. He's using the Austin lineup for the window smoke. Love to see that. It's more consistent, at least in my testing. Connector smoke as well. We do have the double lurks, of course, running towards Palace. Oh, Frozen got spotted there. They might not expect anybody ramp. I say that, but they are jiggling it. So the double lurks have been spotted. We're just trying to put a little bit of pressure here as Jacob's creeping down mid. Connector, or that's actually a jungle smoke, I do believe. And I think it's an A split. That's the plan, but they might be hitting the brakes off of spotting that second op from Art. Yeah, resetting. This is the mid-rounding. Kerrigan, of course, known for the mid-rounds. I think they were definitely trying to end that round as an A split. Something changed. Look at this play from Lukowski. This is so strong. Late in the round, he's sitting over here in the close corner of ramp. Do they check this? Zevi's posted as well. He's close ramp, a classic Mirage setup. This is really hard to play against in the late round. Is Brokey going to be ready for it? Miss Molly as well. Does Brokey check this? They do check it. Oh, what a shot from Zevi. The follow-up from Lukowski. It's falling on its face. Kerrigan falls, and, well, I don't really know what they could do. It's going to be an 8-4 half for Fluxo. FaZe are knocking on the door of being eliminated here in Budapest. We really could be seeing the end. This is way worse than last time. If they win the pistol, conversation to be had. Not 100% sure though. CT side of Mirage. I mean, they are good at it. I appreciate that, Scott. We've been doing that the entire major. We're actually doing it right now, so I'm glad that you've been enjoying it. I don't know if I'll keep them as uploads on my main channel. I just wanted to test how one of them did. But if you enjoy that, we have been uploading the games to my third channel. I have a third YouTube channel called More Austin CS. So all of those VODs have been slightly edited down, just slightly, nothing crazy. And those are being posted over there. So you can watch those if you would like those. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. Guys, I'm not a FaZe fan anymore. There's no rain on this team. I don't care. I don't want them to lose, but I don't care if they do, you know? Like, there's no place for FaZe in this world if they're not going to be playing very good. I don't think them making it to stage 2 is it's not a guarantee. If they make it to stage 2, they're not going to make it to stage 3 most likely. I don't know, man. If it ends now, if they lose here, this is the best possibility for them to get a grip and make the changes that they need to make. If they somehow make it to stage 3 and maybe they make playoffs, if that happens, then they're going to keep this roster. No, they need to change it. They need to have their eyes open. They need to wake up. Now, since we're getting close, this is the second half is beginning, I would like to just say there are some people in the chat that are going to start spoiling. We can't stop them from doing it. I would like to kindly request that you don't. Please don't. But if you guys don't want any spoilers, since this is getting close down to the wire, I recommend that you turn your chat off getting into the second half. You can still watch me as a vessel to see what happens, but I would recommend closing the chat because, yeah, people are mean and they will spoil. Here we go. Fast B rush is coming in, and oh my goodness, Frozen wasn't expecting that. That's a crazy way to start this pistol off. I love that though. Kerrigan in the back of the site in some serious trouble. Brokey needs to hit some shots. He does find one. Kerrigan in the back of the site. He's got one more in him still. 2v2 though, and they're all here. It's just Jacob 1v1. He needs to win this one to save FaZe. They need this pistol so bad, but he's playing against Art. Maybe the most annoying player to be playing against in a 1v1, Jacob. This is where you have to step up. You have to rise to the occasion. You have to save your team, and I think Art can see him, and there's the fight. Spotted now. Bomb yet to be planted. Jacob still has time to play for. A little bit of time. Art doesn't want to worry, doesn't want to rush. He has plenty of time to play for here. Jacob just spotting back and forth. Here comes another fight. Jacob spotted him, but Art doesn't have armor. He still somehow manages to cross out. If he gets this bomb down, that would be the most ideal thing. No matter what happens now, extra money secured, and the kill comes in for Art. That's a Fluxo pistol, and that could be the beginning of the end for FaZe in this third map. He needed to win that pistol so bad. Snap by for Kerrigan, immediately dropping the FAMAS over to somebody to twist. Not convinced. It's a hero FAMAS. They are really... Oh, timeout actually gets called too late. They don't get the timeout in. So now there'll be a timeout next round. That's unfortunate. Well, not ideal. Another B rush coming in for Fluxo. I love this calling from Art. He knows that they've got him on the ropes, and he's just gonna call some rounds to try to tilt them. Rush B twice. Why not? Stop us if you can, but you can't. That's what he's saying. You know, it's like me translating the calls. Like, we know we beat you. We know we beat you. You have no chance. Oh no, this is not good. I think I'm gonna move to the broadcast to avoid spoilers. See you guys. See ya, man. Jacob, I said it a couple of times. Typically good for one. On this Deeg. Let's see if he gets it here. Not this time. You bought this FAMAS to save. Grab it, Frozen. Grab it! You... Why? Why did you buy the FAMAS if you weren't even gonna save it? They waited all that time to save the FAMAS and they didn't? Oh my god. Guys, it's over. Brokey, Glass Canon. Art. Oh, wrong button. Art has the op with the window spawn. We know where he's going. Let's see if anyone's fighting him here. It's not going to be Brokey. Brokey's starting over towards A. Actually decides to go towards B. Wants to keep that pressure on. Let's see if he gets this kill onto Kerrigan jump spotting. It could come in. No, Kerrigan not jump spotting. Knows better. He hears that op though. Thing is he doesn't realize that that's Art. He's going to assume it's Zevi. He's not going to be ready for this double palace walk. It's a pretty good call. You hear the opera and apps. You don't expect them to be ending the round anytime soon. Very soon, they are going to just walk out halls here. They come. Here comes the hit. They're already just coming out. They've completely given the site. It's just Brokey to take a shot and potentially fall. Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought they were calling the hit, but it looks like they hit the brakes. Fluxo don't normally hit the brakes in rounds like this. Art with the amazing lurking up. There's no noise on the map right now. Nothing but nerves, nothing but tilt coming into the comms. I'm assuming as much on FaZe. It's not a very good situation for them to be in. But check the scoreboard while this mid-round is coming in. Wow, it's very uninspired. Not a single person is playing good. Just Jacob on top. Will the fans remember Jacob on top? No. No, of course not. Coming for his head. Kai's playing a great game right now. The regroup towards B. This is mind games. This is literally Art saying, go kill Kerrigan. One game for him to get exploited in, and he's got to hold it. Frozen finds the first exchange onto Lukowski. Kerrigan gets a second. Frozen still alive in the back of the site. Kerrigan gets another one. And now Kerrigan gets a third, and I think that might be the end of the shenanigans here. I don't think that they're going to try to fight him anymore. He's passed the test. That was, they had to pass that one. You understand me? If Kerrigan doesn't get that round for the boys, that is like the worst case. They had to pass that test. Now, back against the wall. This is literally what Kerrigan is known for. If there's a position that Kerrigan plays his best CS from, calls his best CS from, it's this right here. He's got to do it one more time to save his entire... This could be the last game of his career. He's got to do it one more time when it matters the most. You can't go out like this, Kerrigan. And that's what he's thinking. He knows he can't go out like this. Oh my god. I feel so bad because I know it's actually true. They're coming out Palace. Brokey's not in position. Does live though. It is just a half buy. Well, no, it's a force buy for the Fluxo guys. And Brokey's missed a shot, but it doesn't matter because Twist and Jacob double up for the kills. Twist full blind on towards that top stairs guy. Should have avoided most of the disaster. But there is still a lurker in towards underpass. It is going to be Decenti making his way around the corner now. Nothing to be done. 1v4 for Zevi. Walks to the ticket smoke. He might have a... Might have a chance. No, okay. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. He might have a chance. Like, crazy timing just happened there. I didn't know what to say. I had no idea what to say. Brokey did not know he was next to him that entire time. Kerrigan probably just got jumped out of his chair. Well, who could have seen that coming? GoTV has once again crashed on my computer. Thank you. This major is so fun to watch. It's okay, it was a full eco for Fluxo. Don't worry. Almost 1 second, we'll be right back into it. They made it so hard for us. We have delay, we have crashes, we have everything in the world going wrong. And that's my Twitch link. Hold on, I gotta get the goddamn link for the game again. Sorry, guys. I gotta get the goddamn link. Ridiculous. Alright, here we go. We're back. Alright. Fluxo still alive in this full eco, taking this as a full timeout. Good to see. Now, this is what we have to talk about. We have to say, does Fluxo get nervous here? It's exactly what happened to Red Canids yesterday. When they had the advantage versus FaZe, they got nervous and they gave it up. Does that happen here again? It could. FaZe has aura. They do have that aura that makes teams get nervous because they know. They have a reputation for playing from the back foot really well. They do have that reputation. 7-10, and the buy for Fluxo is a little sussy-wussy and not the best stuff. Maybe Art will get a Galil here. Timeout called. Need to discuss this. How are they going to go for this this buy? How are they going to slice and dice it up? 30 seconds to pick and choose. Does Art just decide to get armor AK? He's the IGL after all, so whatever he says goes. He decides he doesn't want head armor. Yeah, well, Twist has an AK, Frozen has an AK. You know what? This is acceptable. I don't mind this risk. Another AK in the round could be a big deal. Could be. It really could be. Here we go. Back against the wall, 7 to 10. Let's see what happens. Again, I would like to remind you guys, if you guys are watching this game and you don't want to get spoiled, you're watching from my POV. We are 3 minutes behind, so there's going to be some people in chat that come through, and they're going to start spoiling stuff, so if you don't want to see that, probably best if you look away and close the chat. I missed that early part of that round because I was saying that, so my apologies. It's Jacob and Brokey to double down on the ramp fight, and really, it's the most ideal way to start. This is a gun round. Fluxo's, I mean, they're already in trouble. I hate to say this. I hate to be that guy because I am part of the problem, but you should really save here. It's a tight game. There's not really much that you would gain from going for this. FaZe's money is perfectly fine. They might just have to save here. I think Valve will give CS Summit a major. Might put on a better major than, yeah, maybe, but no. Summit's gone, unfortunately. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They just save. Well, that was a pretty boring round. I'm sorry for missing the only part of the action. But you know what? It's not about that. It's about you guys being here. You know, you're spending your major with me. Now, I know that as soon as this major gets exciting, you guys will be gone. Because nobody wants to watch with 3-minute delay. So I don't blame you. And I don't want to watch with 3-minute delay either. So I'm just letting you guys know, everybody who's watching here with me on Twitch or on YouTube, once the exciting games start, I will be switching over to watching the official stream, but I only have permission to do that on Kick. Now, again, I don't blame you guys if you don't want to go to Kick. I know it's a hassle. You don't have to make an account, though, and you can watch without ads. I'm not allowed to link it to you guys on Twitch, so you guys can check it out. My name is just Austin CS on Kick. I'm live there right now, so if you have a little bit of time, you want to come follow, so when we get to that part of the major, you can. I have my Kick chat open. Merrick's been there the whole time. Shout out to him. But yeah. Here we go. Another buy for Fluxo. This is how it happens. This is how the choke happens. I mean, they had to save that round. They really did. But this is the beginning of what could be another choke against FaZe. Get this to 10-10, and I think FaZe are going to be feeling better. And we do have Frozen hiding in towards A site. Nothing to complain about there. Kerrigan posted on Cat. They're okay with giving them mid. They don't have any reservations about that. Brokey spotting towards apartments. The slow mid take for both teams. We might see a late mid re-clear from FaZe. We might see that. Maybe. We'll have to see. Another window re-smoke is coming in. Kerrigan throws that short smoke, trying to keep him back. Nade in towards Valley is going to absolutely dunk on Lukowski. Not a very good situation now for Fluxo. I don't know how they plan to end the round. Top connector smoke does make things a little bit more awkward. But are they going to try to go to Kerrigan? I'm not 100% sure that's the best play. Window boost for Art, because of course, he is here. Going to try to go off of contact, and this is where it comes. Twist is full blind, but Jacob's got his back towards stairs. They weren't ready for that window player. Art gets the better of him, and now Jacob's in some serious trouble, but he does prevail. Now, Brokey gets that kill onto Art in towards window, and it should be fine. Test passed. Frozen gets the kill on the ramp lurker, and just like that, it's going to be a 9th for FaZe, and Fluxo are going to have to save, but I see Art has 4,600, and that's enough for an armor AK, so maybe he'll buy an AK and do something very silly this round. What do you guys think? Man, I love this guy. It's just like, it's not even a bad call. It's fine. I just love how predictable it is. Let's see what he goes for. So, going in towards apartments. He's got the AK. He's got the whole squad behind him, actually. Is this just a full B rush? Brokey jumping up on top of the van. He's going to be the first one to see him. Misses that shot on Art. Now Art's on his ass. He's ready to go. Spots Kerrigan. Decides to think better of this rush because there's 2 people here. The Opera's here, but everybody for his team is here. So where do you go? Jumping in towards underpass now. That defensive smoke for FaZe has been thrown, but the rest of the guys on Fluxo are walking underpass. If Twist has a look, well, he might lose his eyes. See now, Art walking, goes for the shot. Twist is in trouble, but he is stuck, and they know that. Molly means he can't leave. Back against the wall, flash in front of him. Twist is actually in trouble. Jacob, hero, ticks the Molly to come make sure that Twist doesn't get beat down. The boost is not good enough. Art drops the AK, but Jacob goes down. He died for Twist, and now Twist needs to make sure that his sacrifice wasn't in vain. Back against the wall, Brokey finally makes it here in time to try to help out, but it's still Twist fighting for his life. Brokey now tries to save him. Can't do anything. There's a player in jungle, and he knows that he's still fighting. Brokey doubles down. Twist still alive. Hits a USP banger. And now Lukowski watched all of his teammates die right in front of him. And now he joins them in the grave as Brokey saves FaZe with the 3K. That was scary, huh? Well, 10 to 10. This is where you separate the boys from men. A new need to see if Fluxo can pull themselves up here. Early A exec, but it's actually going to be their early ramp aggression for Brokey, or for Frozen and Jacob, I mean, not Brokey this time. Walking in towards ramp. Does Lukowski check this? A little jiggle, but they're doubled up, and now Zevi either has to peek by himself with the op. Oh, he actually gets that kill. Not good for Jacob. That's actually really bad because now Frozen's all alone on an island. The smokes are up and he knows he's in trouble. Kai goes for the spam. It's no secret that they are expecting him up here. Jumps on top of the ladder. Resmoke Palace from his teammate actually does a really good job at keeping him alive for the time being. It is going to be Frozen stepping out, eliminating one, and now Twist can try to help out. He actually does better than that. He gets 2, and it's just Kai, and they know where he's at because he tried to spam Frozen, and that's 11 for FaZe. Have they survived another test? They might have. They just might have. I mean, they're not going to let him save. Now you guys know. I've been asking you guys the entire time. Hunt, save, exits. Well, this is a hunt. They got to make sure they don't hunt too fast, because if they hunt fast and they die, well, then Kai could win the round. But they know he's stuck here. They should hunt. They take this AK, and they take Fluxo's dreams of winning the series. Finds one. He's in trouble. He's going to die after time. Sadly, nothing he could do. $600 to his name. He has enough to buy armor. He could buy armor and get dropped a pistol. That's really the best thing he could do here. Kerrigan always takes the path with the most resistance. You're right. He does. That is 7 rounds in a row for FaZe. 7 in a row. They were down and out, 10-4. They were down, no, 10-4, down and out. Just like that, they take the lead. Fluxo has watched it slip through their fingers again. But are they finished? Maybe Art has one more trick up his sleeve. If you've been saving strats for the major, if that's a real thing that teams do, we're going to see it. We're going to see it next. Not this round, but next round you're going to see Art's only call that he has that can save them. Looks like we have some sort of B play coming in. Just a Glock for Kai. Decides to save. Only 650 in the round. Art making his way up towards Cat. He actually does get a good timing onto Frozen Molly at the feet. Doesn't prevail. And Kerrigan doubles down. It should be a triple for him as well. Zevi just has the Glock. It's your ecos, Unk. Let's go. A 3. No, 2K from Kerrigan. Still in this game. It is 12-10. And, well, that's a score line that Fluxo's been stuck on for a while. They now phase 8 in a row. One more round, one more call. Art. This is it. What is it? What's the round that you have that's going to save your team? Lukowski going towards mid, early stuff. Brokey is going to jump up in towards the window, goes for the timing shot. Nobody's home. Molly towards top boxes. Lukowski crossing fast towards Delpan. Nothing crazy, but look at this. Another ramp aggressive round for FaZe. They've had success on this. Kai aware of that possibility, though, so let's see how this fight goes. Jacob gets spotted, and the kill comes the way of FaZe. Now, 4v5 as the window smoking connector smoke comes in. Lukowski's just running up towards short. Is this it? Is this what it is? They're just going to go running towards window, towards short. The spam's coming in. Still alive, though. Art gets boosted into window. Twist. Do you expect this play? You don't. Art gets the kill, equalizing 4v4. Jacob on top of Ticket, and Frozen's being baited for from Firebox. Silence on the map for the time being. Just patiently waiting. Kerrigan is taken towards apartment. The first aggressive move that he's made all game, and it couldn't have come at a better time. He has full info for his team. He knows that they have to be going A. Of course, they could still go up Cat because Lukowski's here, but it doesn't seem too likely now as the rest of the T's are coming up towards connector. The longer they take, the more likely Kerrigan is to come. And now Frozen. Oh, volleyed and spammed. Op kill comes in, but Kerrigan's just in time. The smoke, though, denies his chances. He's going to have to walk through. Bomb actually isn't being covered, and that's a kill for Kerrigan. He steps up. He hits the second onto the triple player, and the bomb's not planted for Lukowski on short. Now, if Brokey can get here in time, Kerrigan could have saved the day. He's aware of the possibility because nobody was ready for him to come through that connector smoke, that somebody could be there. Brokey getting spammed down. Frozen tries to help him, but it is going to be all on Zevi. But the bomb! It's not planted for either of them. FaZe have done it. They've done it again. I can't believe it. They steal it away. Kerrigan 4K to save it. And that's it. They've survived it. They've made it to stage 2, but it wasn't easy. And there we go. This guy said, "Can I spoil?" No, man, no. You just had to wait one round. You just had to wait one round. You could have celebrated. Just wait. Just wait. I'll unban you. But don't do that shit again. That's just cringe. Don't do that. I'll unban him one time, but don't do that shit again, bro. Ay, 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 ay. Wow. The 2v4. Kerrigan saves them. I can't believe it. You're way too nice. He's been following for a while, so I let it slip this one time. But don't do that shit again. Guys, yo, Insane, link your profile for me, big dog. I got you. Wow. That was a best of 3, wasn't it? That was a best of 3. All right, let me sign this guy's profile and let me just see what's going on. All right. FaZe survived. FaZe survived. Let's go look at the stat page. It's Twist, of course, no surprise there. Frozen good. Brokey played good. But you know, that's what worries me. It's like these 3 were playing good and they were still not winning comfortably. Like, isn't that a concern? Those are your 3 musketeers. That's the 3 musketeers, bro. And they're all 1.2 plus, and it's still close. Ah, that's so concerning. Yo, to Besta, thank you for the prime, bro. All right, let's do some predictions. It's Thanksgiving today, and that means I gotta go. So I'm gonna close my game, and no more CS today. But let's actually just have a look. NRG versus Imperials next game. I think that this is going to be an Imperial victory. Another team, sadly, that will go 2-0 to 2-0 to 2-3. NRG, that is. And then, of course, Paravision Legacy. That's going to be a close one. I will pick the Legacy victory, but I'm not surprised if Paravision wins. Like I said earlier, I think Paravision is the better team at this event. Legacy has the better results throughout history, though, so I still have to give it to them. I think they are going to win. And this, I mean, if NRG win this, more power to them. I mean, Imperial is not a team that I... Holy shit, Brokey. Imperial is not a team that I don't think they can beat, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. We had a fun time covering stage 1, even though it was only in GoTV. I still tried my best for you guys. You know, hopefully they'll reconsider. Maybe they'll let me stream on Kick for some portion, or sorry, some stream on Twitch for some portion of it, but I doubt it. So I'd like to say, if you guys aren't already following me on Kick, I would appreciate if you did that, since we will be watching stage 3 in playoffs over there. So I'll link that for you guys in the chat on Twitch and on YouTube. If you guys would like to join us over there, make sure you follow. We're live actually on Kick right now, so you just click the link, go follow. If you don't have a Kick account, just save it somewhere, because when it's time for playoffs, that's where we're going to be. That being said, I'm going to head out for the rest of the day. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for all the follows, all the subs, everybody who's been lurking, even if you didn't type. I appreciate you for being here. I'm out of here for now. Bye bye, everybody. We're done. There's no more. I'll see you guys later. Much love. And that's it. Yeah, I'm out. See ya.